What is going on, everybody? This is the Cloud9 podcast, season 2, episode 23. Woof! Yeah, we are finally done with the Cloud9 podcast's second season, actually. And it was a really interesting week for League of Legends. Rogue ended up dropping 2 games. Then you also had Fnatic kind of looking on form, actually.
Yeah,
G2
what did I
looking
tell
on
you though?
form.
The day I didn't predict Astralis to win one of their 2 games, they then win. I told you.
Maybe you're actually just a genius. Maybe
That
that's
happens
just
every time. I predict like an underdog team, and then they never win. And then the one day I don't is when they do.
So Rogue loses 2 games. Fnatic starts looking on form. G2 starts looking a bit better and on form. TSM have now started 0-4, actually.
And they're benching someone.
Yeah, then we have some TSM news to get to later on. So, yeah, this week for League of Legends, between the LEC 2022 Spring Split Week 5, the LCS 2022 Spring Split Week 2, a lot of interesting high-packed games. Team Vitality ended up actually started slumping a lot, and this is something I wanted to actually explain to people, was because now some of these teams are now going to start playing on stage, actually. And when you start playing on stage, you actually do get to kind of see like who is actually the better teams, because playing on stage has a lot more to do with players' mentalities.
Different. Yeah, like Cloud9 was amazing on stage. Online, they were not the same team.
Yeah, like when you kind of factor in even just last year when Cloud9 were online, they were like, okay, this is interesting, actually. And then right after that, you gotta kind of look at, okay, like what's going on here. So it's something that I could like more or less so go over in just a second. So I'm gonna just give this person this link actually really quickly and let this person see this and tell this person this really quickly. Okay, here is a link to one of my shows. There you go. So that person has that. So yeah, guys, that's stuff from my main YouTube channel you're not going to really care about or listen to. But yeah, what's up, Ziak? How you doing, man? Professor Dark, what's good, man? How you doing, dude? So this is the thing. So for the past 2 years, some teams in various regions between LCS, LEC, LPL, and LCK have having to compete, obviously remote, which would be like in a facility or in a gaming house, obviously. So not actually being on stage is something that a lot of teams didn't really have a chance to really deal with, because that's also something no one's actually brought up, actually, because where did Rogue lose all their big matches? On stage. Last year, Rogue lost all their big matches on stage. But when it was actually remote, Rogue won all their games, actually. Rogue won all their games remote, and they actually lost every big playoff game on stage, actually. Now, that's just all last year. In 2020, they actually lost all their playoff games, obviously, on remote too. But, some of these teams just, it's hard to get some players acclimated to the stage, and because it's just an entirely different feel and environment playing on stage versus playing obviously from your remote facility or your home or a gaming house, actually. So, or then you had some people, then you had some players that were like going through COVID, so they had to play like from their houses. So, a lot of different nuances to bring out there, because whether you have to kind of factor in comfortability versus actually playing on the stage. The stage is what every player dreams of. It's something that they actually just want to eventually be on, is that stage, playing on stage in front of people. And I get it. They're not really playing in front of a crowd right now, but it doesn't really matter, actually. You see, like, some players taking more risks when they're playing actually, online, versus when they're actually playing on stage. So that's just something I wanted to make sure I brought up to a lot of people, is because Rogue actually lost all of their playoff games on stage last year. And that is very, very frightening when you're looking at a team that has now started 9-2 and they've just now dropped 2 games, just all of a sudden recently. I do think a lot of people actually, blew that kind of out of proportion. with Rogue losing like all their games this week. I think they're still the best team right now in the LEC. This is actually bound to happen eventually because, you know, it's BO1s, like anything can happen. It also didn't help that Rogue drafted like fucking absolute monkeys, so that didn't actually help at all, honestly. So that's just how I personally think about
Oh
it
yeah, no,
right now.
okay, listen, I think teams are finally figuring out Rogue's playstyle. That or they just had a bad week, you know, with their second loss. That being said, though, no, the Astralis game was literally just getting too cocky and just like limit testing. All right, they literally gave Astralis every fucking good champ right now in the meta, and then they draft such a weird comp for them. Like, no, they looked better in the game. It was just literally fucking draft diff. They were like, get out too cocky against them and limit test. That's it.
Yo, Matthew, how you doing, man? Westcott Pines. I don't know if you're new here, but you know, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Nice
it
to meet
means
you. Hope
nothing.
you're new. ZX says, do you think the coach secretly
But
gives
yeah.
them comms when it's remote, but when it's on stage,
yeah.
she can't? They can't really do that, actually. So they just, it's basically how the stage works. You know, they tell them what their game plan is and they just go into another room. At remote, they just go into another room and just, they watch the game, obviously from maybe a separate computer monitor, or they watch it from a TV screen, actually. You know, no, they can't actually get in trouble.
Yeah, they wouldn't. But also the new commissioner said that she promises expansion of player development systems in this Dot Esports article. What do you think about that?
Which one? Link it to me. We'll watch you go over it.
Yeah, well, I was reading that in the Shenny the
promotion
thing,
if you
but
guys,
this is the one for that.
If you guys actually love TSM, well, ooh, God, it's not looking good.
Also, I told you, bitch. I told you that the GG versus TSM game, whether the quality of the game itself would be high or low, would be the most back and forth.
That was by pure sheer luck.
Nope, I told you because I knew, and then I told you that it would
Golden Guardians are just trash, dude. Golden Guardians have been one of the most weirdest, fucking wonkiest team ever. They're like actually playing early game very fine. They play early game fairly fine, actually. Then suddenly, somewhere during the game, they just can't end. They let the other team get back in, and then they throw it. Then the other team's like, okay, if they're throwing, then I'm gonna just start throwing too. And then Golden Guardian's like, you know what? We'll just throw even harder than you can.
That was the game.
What?
But still, I told you, and then I also told you that would depend on what team would then go on the rise and what team would just fall. All right, don't doubt me again, bitch.
Shit. I'm gonna doubt you all the time.
The quality of play though was fucking low. Holy shit!
This is what we thought. Team Liquid versus C9 match of the week. EG versus 100 Thieves match of the week. No, TSM versus Golden Guardians match of the week.
Why would they give Pride? Yeah, it actually is match of the week. Like match of the week doesn't have one of them. Like no, it doesn't have to be like a high level of play to be match of the week. It just has to be like it can be a clusterfuck back and forth.
A clusterfuck. That is.
Yeah, well, that is the most competitive one, the most back and forth one. So yeah.
Why
did they get Pride Stalker Zed? What the fuck?
Professor Dark says if teams are smart, they will figure out a play style after 9 games. Yeah, that's true too. It also has to do with, you know, if a team is really good at perfecting a play style and they're just really good at doing it, it's kind of hard because you have to also have players to match that play style, and they have to be able to actually combat said play style as well. It's not about really mastering it. It's all about if you have the caliber of players to really actually take on that play style too. Actually, Westcott Pine says, "Hey, I've been listening for a while. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. We'll never make your streams. Awesome.
Nice. Yeah, LCS needs to fix her fucking cams though, right? When that base race shit would happen in that game, I forgot who they showed for TSM, but they showed a Blaze Olive's cam for no reason instead of Licorice's when he was in the TSM base backdoor, and like, what the fuck? They need to fix their cams.
That
game was such a mess that it distracted me from Licorice's hair.
Guys, I got off work and I was watching this team TSM Golden Guardians game, and I was starting going like, man, this is just the worst.
Yeah, I told you, man, I had a heart attack when I saw Licorice's hair for the first time, but that game distracted me from it, man.
What if the fucking computer zapped him when he's doing a base race to make him go Super Saiyan and shit? Like, he's fucking got like green eyes and shit.
NA this year. Well, I mean, I'm excited for other reasons. I don't know about good reasons, but
guys, I'm so excited for NA this year. He says, I feel like every year we are improving and this by far looks like the most competitive year despite TSM shitting the bed.
Well, honestly,
That
TSM hasn't looked bad, so that's actually kind of shows that there
they
is some depth.
I went through some of
No.
the games. They don't look they didn't look as bad as CLG. So I think they should win
I'm
this
so
week. Actually,
disappointed, but yeah, like again, I know contracts like isn't great or anything,
but they
but I
weren't even
can't believe
good,
he's
dude.
playing this bad.
I told you this before. I was not high on contracts like a lot of people
Yeah, I
were.
told you he's
I
trying
thought
to
he was
beat
not that
GG
good.
contracts again. He's trying to break the death record again.
Like I wasn't high on contracts last year anyway. And Palafox, I thought he just stunk on FlyQuest. He was just legitimately
I didn't
bad.
like Palafox. Like he's
And then they brought in Jenkins. I didn't think Jenkins was good even when he played on TL because everyone kept overhyping when he was playing Akali. And I'm sitting here going like, this guy outside being on
fucking
Akali,
Bradley
he was broken
played
as
good
fuck.
on Akali. Went 7-0-2. Team
Like,
Liquid, who cares?
Literally, outside of looking good on Akali, he looked shitty on every single other champion. I was like, okay, this guy's actually bad.
For one game, but yeah, like, no, it's because
so they literally brought in 3 shitty players essentially. I was like, this can't be a good team.
Like, I'm not saying Contracts was great, but like, I thought he was at least LCS material. But god damn it,
you compare contracts theoretically by how he did kind of improve a little bit makes sense.
Oh, he improved a fuck ton, but then it's like he just took what he learned and then threw it in the trash, just like he did with Cloud9 that 1 year after the 1 year. Like, you just Christ.
But with junglers, it's different because when you're pairing up with a jungler, right, you have to pair him up with a good top laner and a good mid laner. Remember last year he had Jizuke, he had Impact. You know, this year
he has nothing here, but god.
I mean, hey man, Palafox I hear has been getting gapped every lane from what I've been seeing.
Like now, Palafox is like he can play and he doesn't like int, and he has like some like you put him on something like Nocturne and stuff will do well, but like he has those like aggressive champion pools, but he's not LCS material. And again, Jenkins, it's because I thought Jenkins was bad as well. He was overhyped as too, but I thought the reason why he was picked is because that's how bad the pool for top laners is in NA for NA top laner pools. That's how bad it is. But I thought he would at least be a decent weak side guy like Kumo and stuff. But nope, he's just been fucking horrendous. Holy shit.
TSM versus CLG will be a banger. Whew! Yeah, be a banger in my eyes. Man, that no one's gonna win that game. No one wins that. We lose our time investing into a game like that.
Yeah, no one wins
Holy
that game.
Shit.
Holy
Westcott says
shit.
They were showing a Blaze Olive's cam and he was fucking dead the whole time.
That's what I said. Yeah, they need to fix that. God damn it. And also, why the fuck did they teleport Lulu of all players to try to stop Licorice? Oh, Lulu, yeah, that'll go well against Graves. Hell yeah. Nice job.
LCS big plays right there.
Yeah, like, I really need to talk about this Shenny thing, but yeah, did you get that article, though, the commissioner thing?
Yeah.
You don't have to read it, but I just linked it to you. But, I just wanted, all I'm going to say is that, I hope so.
CLG is an academy team and Contracts is a sprinter, right? Right? Like, this is the thing. It's like they bring in Jenkins, who really wasn't that good when he was playing on TL last year. You bring in Palafox, who had a really shitty year on Fly. Like, even outside of all the issues that Palafox had, right, on FlyQuest, he looked bad. Like, he legitimately just looked bad. From his own gameplay, he looked awful. Contracts was okay, but I genuinely thought that Contracts was only looking good because he had Jizuke and Impact in mid lane and top lane. Jizuke was all-pro LCS mid laner last summer split. Then you also have Impact, who was, in my opinion, one of the MVP candidates of last split as well. So you take what he had on EG, you give him fucking bargain bin fucking players from the fucking clearance sale on Walmart. That's what you get. Like, I think Luger was a good pickup. I think their bot lane were fine pickups. I was like, you got a good bot lane.
Yeah, Poom and Luger are good. They're great even.
You have Luger and Poom, and I was like, okay, you got a good bot lane. Pair them up with a nice mid, jungle, and top laner, and have them just play for bot side.
They could have picked 5 Fire, and then they could have just imported a jungler and a top laner and have Contracts and Palafox's subs.
Did they not use any imports? No, they didn't use any import slots. It's all NA team. Yeah.
Like let me think. Who would be? Let me just think. Yeah, please don't import White Knight and Zanzara.
Oh Lord. Matthew says the real rivalry is back. Big brain. Contracts is having a really, really bad year. He's He looked awful.
Oh, he looked better the last 2 years on 100 Thieves when he was subbed in and stuff.
What, like, even when I was calling out Razorg for bad play, like earlier when we're doing like a lot of these shows, when the split first started for spring between LCS and LEC, I was like, I knew he was playing bad. I knew Contracts was playing bad. He looked like shit in a lot of those games. Like, people go, oh my god, we'll just give him next week. What do you mean? Oh my lord! Like, the mental gymnastics people do for people that they like is insane. Like, here's this, because you guys know me. I like C9, but if Fudge played a mid laner and he ran down a game and went 0-10, I would be like, this guy is playing like absolute ass. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and go like, well, I mean, next week he can play a lot better. Like, no, right now he's playing bad. Obviously, he did kind of play bad on Aurelia when we talk about Team Liquid versus Cloud9 later on. But you know, it's just one of these things that people always seem to randomly just get benefit of the doubt to people that first of all, don't know, and it's just all fucking horse bullshit half the time. I guarantee you, if that was another player that didn't have a lot of quote unquote name recognition, they would get shit on. They'd be like, oh my god, just get him out of the league. He's done. Just get him out. It's like, oh my fucking god.
I'd rather have 5Fire in here than I'd rather them fucking import Gen
What is with you and 5Fire? Are you 5Fire's agent, man? Oh my goodness.
Like what? 5Fire literally dominated the amateur and academy scene, and then
Yasui dominated for a bit. Yasui dominated for a bit. Look what happened there. I'm just saying, man. Just saying.
No, I'm just should have been 5Fire, and then they should have used their 2 import slots. Like, have Contracts. You know, I would be willing to give Contracts a chance, sure, but at least have like another backup jungler. Like, they could have imported someone like a good Turkish jungler, and then just import somebody like Genax maybe in summer, because it seems like SK's fucked and Genax is playing poorly right now.
I just don't know what TSM and CLG are inherently going to be doing, because guys, anyone that's watching right now, we're going to go over LEC, because we usually go over LEC first and then go to LCS. But
they're going to give this team the whole year, because they said they want to make this org now a team friendly thing, a team of org that players want to go to. They want to give them, they don't want to like sub them out. They want to give them the full year a chance to like gain that chemistry and grow. So they're probably not going to sub anyone out.
It's just one of these things where, like, TSM trying out their experiment with these LP players, people have to understand it. It's the same thing that Cloud9 is doing with LS, but the difference is that Cloud9's formula with LS is working for the most part right now, while TSM does not. Yeah, and hey, I'll also say this: maybe TSM bounce back and they go like undefeated in their next like fucking 16 4 out of 8, 16 more games or something, 14 more games.
Yeah,
right?
Who knows? But whatever, we have to judge it now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people have said, well, I mean, to be fair, they look really bad right now, but what about next week? It's like, I don't know what fucking next week will hold. Spica has literally been running it down every game.
In CLG Academy, call him up. He's been he was good last year compared to Palafox. He was better than Palafox.
Yeah, my boy Triple is just sitting there in Academy. This is like
the new Acadian versus Greg thing. This is the new version of it. Like, fuck, play Triple.
Yeah, like, this is my thing, because you guys know I know Triple. He's been on the show actually a few times too. Why is my boy Triple just sitting there in Academy actually? Like, and I'm not trying to like truly shit on people. I'm not trying to do that, but he's just, Palafox and Contracts just have zero synergy. It's just not working, man. Now, that is only just after 4 games.
So you said you interviewed like 2. Who was the other guy?
Oh, it's Alorum. I gotta talk to Alorum. I haven't talked to these guys in a bit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I gotta talk to them. I see how they're doing.
Yeah, Alorum. Again, is he still doing that caster stuff? Because after he played for Immortals and they hired him as like
he's been more Twitch streaming recently, actually. So.
Well, when they hired him for an LCS caster at the year with Immortals, I actually really liked that. I think
he was gonna be like a Cadril for LCS.
Yeah, I think he's an awesome caster.
I thought he was going to be a caster for LCS like Cadril, but I guess he didn't want to pursue that.
I really like that move, but I hope he continues doing that.
The TSM and COG situation is hilarious because of Spica and Luger drama. What dramas?
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
I didn't know. I didn't know about that. Yeah. Did Warren end himself after he's been hiding in a fucking corner, just going like, oh. Better luck next year, I guess.
He watched that 4th game and then he walked onto the court like, LeBron, please punch me in the face.
Because this is the thing here, guys, is like TSM's LPL experiment right now isn't going the exact way that they had hoped. And like, I don't really know. Like, this is the thing. Maybe it's because they actually did do a roster move later on that we'll talk about, but we'll see how it goes. CLG has all their players communicating and they still suck. The fact that people even somehow some would believe that CLG had been reformed this year because they have all innate talent. It's like, what type of crack is anybody on? Like, some people are just on legitimate drugs. You are on legitimate drugs. They have finished. We even checked the stats. They have finished between 9th and 10th for the last 4 splits in a row. They've barely managed to get 4 wins. And some people imagine, well, this year, they'll just do better because they have NA talent. Well, fuck me, my ass. Just actually kill me.
Yeah,
what is this?
The only reason why they weren't like 10th each year is because of like Immortals with their fucking Ica roster and other versions of that with teams.
Like, I just don't know, man. That is just crazy. People are like, maybe CLG this year, they'll turn it around, man. They'll do better. That's just like my wife.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like, no, it's because I have a lot to say about the Shenny thing, sort of when we get to that, and I'm gonna mention that. Is that how you pronounce his name? Zayak.
Zayak.
Okay.
Ziak.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a solo queue drama in which Luger was flaming Spica, and Spica said, "I'll stomp you on stage. Shut the fuck up," or something like that.
Well, that's our next. I believe that's. Oh no, actually no, it's Immortals. Sorry. I was getting next. Sorry, it was Cloud9.
I don't want any excuses for TSM. We got Cloud9 over here with bilingual callouts. Yeah, I did. I saw that.
Yep, yeah, I'm gonna mention that. Don't worry.
Oh shit. Okay, so actually, if you guys didn't know, so everyone's been accustomed to Commissioner Greeley for being the LCS commissioner. We actually have a new LCS commissioner actually now. It's actually a woman. Go figure. She worked on Gears of War, Call of Duty, and the Overwatch League actually.
Yeah, Gears of War, easily the most underrated. It's literally like has no fans, but it's actually awesome esport, most underrated, really entertaining. Sadly though, the game developers are trying their best to kill it with how they've been treating multiplayer in the last 2 games. But a very super underrated esport though, lots of fun. I recommend it. It has a rich history people don't talk about with like Microsoft and stuff, but sort of like Halo. But yeah, and Overwatch League and Call of Duty League though, yeah, I'm just gonna cross those out because those don't count as real esports.
Jackie Felling joins LCS as new commissioner, promises expansion of player development systems. The 16-year esports trailblazer previously held executive level positions in the Overwatch League and Call of Duty League. So we go further down. Riot Games has revealed that Jackie Feeling, former director of product for the Call of Duty League at Activision Blizzard, will be joining the LCS as the league's commissioner for the 2022 season. Officially, Feeling will take on the role of head of North American League of Legends in addition to her responsibilities as LCS commissioner. When considering my next move, I knew I wanted to be somewhere where I could make a real impact, where my passion for my community and players could be fueled. Feeling said today in a statement released by the LCS, throughout the last 16 years of my game development and esports career, I have admired Riot for their dedication to players and esports.
Well, I don't know about that, but
so yeah, they put a post out about it, and then right here you have previously Feeling led projects in esports for titles including Gears of War, Overwatch, and Call of Duty. With North American League, her goals include continuing to execute the current product strategy and build a vision for the future of LCS.
Yep.
Okay. In her statement, Feeling specified 3 pillars that will define the LCS's
I think it's Felon
future.
or something, not Feeling, would it be? Because then it would be 2 E's.
Oh, yeah, right. Support for developing players and expansion on broadcast production quality, as well as diversity and innovation. Felling cited Champions Queue as a great start to the developmental process for homegrown talent in 2022 and is promising to push what is needed for pipeline development when the role of commissioner fully transitions into her control by the start of the summer split.
And that's what we need more of. Like, again, there needs to be like a better like a database, like in real sports there's a database to keep up with like prospects and stuff and like their age and everything. Like there needs to be a better database for that for in the NA scene, because that's what a lot, because the people in NA, they treat it like actual sports like football and hockey and stuff, and basketball. Like there needs to be something like that would get people into it, and that's what I've been wanting since like 2016, which like nobody has done. Like when I Will Dominate and G-Bay 99 started trying to do stuff like that and pushing for that in 2020, I was like, finally.
So I like right here how she talks about right here you have expansion on broadcast quality. So we know a lot of the LCS fans have been really, really hard on the broadcast quality of the LCS.
Oh, yeah, have you seen that quality in Academy? Fuck.
Yeah, it's really bad. So this is what I'll say about the broadcast quality for the LCS and even the Academy leagues. It can be a whole lot better, especially for Academy. Like, here's what I'm saying about Academy. If Riot is not even putting in any money or effort to making Academy better, why should anybody care? Because people say they want all these like developmental leagues and all these players coming out.
Look at the regional leagues in the EU.
Like, this is the thing. It's like people want all these like developmental things for Academy. They want all of these things for Academy, but Riot doesn't put any money into it, nor gives a shit about it. So why should the fans care about that shit? I shouldn't care about it. If you're not gonna take this seriously, I'm not taking it seriously. There have been some good things for Academy over the course of these years. Some good players have come out. Some there's probably, I don't know what a number you probably put, maybe 15. And by good with 15, I'm stretching that number pretty hard. But I think you guys can understand what I'm saying. Like the LCS broadcast, it's actually decent. It could be a whole lot better. Like when I watch the LEC, I actually really enjoyed their broadcast a lot. It's actually really, really enjoyable to watch. My friend asked me, why do you like the LEC broadcast? Because it's entertaining. I don't know. What other word could I probably use?
I like the Academy ones. I mean, the LEC itself broadcast, I mean, it could be better, but like the casters and stuff.
Dude, I think if the LCS had a broadcast similar to what the LEC is doing, I think they would actually do very well. But to be fair, it is two different regions with different like styles of people.
Yeah, and there's like way more people in EU than NA, like way more people into the game and stuff.
And the thing here with the broadcast is people meme on the broadcast so much. It's like anytime they try to change something, people just want to bitch and moan about it. Like, yeah, I'll say this. The LCS broadcast could be way better. That's what I'll say. Like, the
they need to hire like more popular names to commentate the Academy games. That would help. And they should just like do an expansion in LCS with at least 2 more teams. I think. Like honestly, Flash Wolves say they were entering back to the League of Legends scenes. I don't think they have a league right now they're playing in. They could honestly add them to the LCS if they want it. Flash Wolves, and then they could add Energy Esports back into it, or Unicorns of Love, honestly.
So right after that, we have where did it finish off? Oh yeah, so yeah, Champions Queue. I heard that was a really, really nice start for pro players. Actually, you have to have an invite. Should they actually expand this into more players? I think they should. I don't think there should be a cap on the invites for Champion Queue. I think that should actually be something that should be open to all other retired pros like Solo, Alora.
No, they're allowing some fucking streamers who are like hard stuck diamond in there because they're like subs for some amateur teams, but then they're not allowing some fucking actual pros in there. Like, it's fucked up. This is just weird.
I would say to make Champions Queue better, just allow in ex-pros from the LCS. What's wrong with that?
Again, there just needs to be more leagues for Academy again, and when there just needs to be better like fucking promoting and stuff, and like development and players.
That's the thing too. If she can help out with the LCS's promotion, like the LCS, whoever runs the LCS actual Twitter account, that person does a solid job overall, but it could be a whole lot better. Like who knows about?
There needs to be a better database for like keeping up with like upcoming players and stuff. With like traditional sports in NA, that would get people more invested into the future.
The thing about production quality, I've talked about this on a lot on this show actually, is where are the player features? Not even that. You know how LEC has match of the week for their games to promote their biggest game? The LCS suddenly stopped doing that. They were doing it a little last year. They tried to bring it back, but then they just stopped. People said, oh my God, the views are low. Oh my god, it doesn't
Dog, like,
matter
they have
about the
actual
views.
yeah, I know, like, they have actual fucking college fucking teams and stuff. Why don't they, like, have that, and then they have their draft thing they do for LCS with, like, 10 picks, just, like,
Yeah.
work on it more, just God. And again, if
Like,
you
I
wanna like, that one thing there, if you want more fucking diversity, I've been saying, then just have, like, an amateur system where it's, like,
Mhm.
all female teams, and then like they develop there then, and then teams, and then other higher up teams like in academy stuff can then like pick them out if they like after a while develop, and if they think they have some talent, and start something like that. Then if you want
Also, some
diversity,
of the
fuck.
Academy casters, I've heard them. I've watched some of the Academy broadcasts for NA. I used to watch it a lot. I haven't watched it more recently, but I used to watch it a lot. Some of the casters aren't bad. It's just like give them a chance at the big stage. Actually, because when you're talking about a
Mhm.
broadcast, I don't, because that essentially is kind of like gatekeeping. Outside of like what's his name, Dash. Outside of Dash, you should have more rotating people in. I'm just saying you should have more rotating people in outside of just Dash and Jat,
Mhm.
obviously, because Jat is a massive fan favorite amongst people. Outside of just Jat and Dash, rotate people out. Do you really need Emily on every single time, or do you want to give a chance to a new person? I'm not saying Emily is bad. She actually does a pretty good job
Yeah, no,
overall.
she
But
does. It does. I mean, I don't agree with everything.
I don't agree with what she says, but she does a really good job of
Yeah,
presenting
like
her
no, she's like
point.
how do I say it? Like a crumbs kind of. Well, except she knows a hell of a lot more than fucking crumbs.
And she's
Besides just
actually a lot
using
more
it.
entertaining. I'll say that,
Yes,
dude.
and
Good
she's
God.
been in the scene for a while, and in the league NA league scene, like doing stuff.
Mhm.
So she earned this spot.
Like
I'm
I
just
thought,
saying
dude, I thought
I
Raz was a great
personally agree with
addition.
a lot of her analysts, but she's great there, and she does her good job awesomely.
I'll say
Like,
this: Raz is great, actually. Raz has
yeah,
been
Raz is
amazing.
great. He's
Like,
great.
but why not? Why stop there? The LEC, each broadcast you see them rotating out different
Hmm.
people. It's not to hurt anyone's feelings. It's just what a broadcast is. You have to rotate people out. It's just how it works. Some days, some weeks you get one person. Some days, some weeks you get someone else. Why not just keep doing that? Why does it have to be just the same people? The LEC on some days you'll see on the broadcast decks this person for a little bit. They swap it
Hmm.
out. The other person goes and does play by play shoutcasting. Switch it out. Just
Yeah, like I'll
switch it
tell
up a
you,
little bit.
there are some. If any of them can understand English well, they should look into hiring some in the Brazilian scene, because their casters and analysts there are actually pretty fucking great,
Mhm.
and they're really entertaining. They should look
Dude,
into that.
I'll say this: when Monte Cristo and Thorn have their summoning insight episodes with those people from like all around the world before like Worlds or MSI to talk about their regions, those guys are actually really, really smart. Actually, that one guy they had on their show does broadcast for the LEC currently right now. I don't know how long he's gonna do it before. That guy's
Yeah,
great,
that Thorn
actually.
shit is already past. Everybody's already forgotten about. I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm just saying that proves that like that Twitter shit doesn't work on people. Sorry. It
What
already
else?
passed. Nobody cares.
Yeah, so here I'll say this: when she's talking about expansion on broadcast quality, that's fine. I think the LCS could have a better broadcast quality overall. Like it has gotten better. No one really talked. It has gotten better. That's a good thing, but it could be better. It's you don't want to ever like settle for something like this. You always have to try and improve at certain places. Actually, Westcott says, I agree about the broadcast. Academy is hard to watch much of the time. LEC broadcast is solid. Yeah, I can't watch Academy because of their casters. They seem dull sometimes. Yeah, yeah. But
For a stretch though, like in 2020 or 2019, it was going good, but then something just stopped with it. They just like it's like they just pulled all the budget out. They didn't even
former
try on it.
former LCS commissioner Chris Greeley has been elevated to a new position at Riot, now leading North American and Oceanic esports at the company from a much broader scope as Riot expands its reach in the esports industry beyond its flagship title, League of Legends. Greeley and Felling will be working together to transition the role of commissioner throughout the spring split, according to Feeling's statement. So, yeah, the LCS has a new commissioner. I hope she does a really, really good job. But I can't say will she do a good job right now. I just hope she'll do a good job. You know, if Riot, this thing, someone's gonna be like, well, if Riot promoted her, then she must know what she's doing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. I can't just say she'll do a good job right now. actually.
I mean, I did also like the high pickup. I like that for the broadcast team, but I just wanted to. So who was, because I don't think he's does it anymore for LCS, right? At least for the time being, which is kind of upsetting. But who was that one guy that they had since like fucking 2009 in the
I don't
L
remember.
and in the NA scene? He did it with like Azale or something. That guy with like the gray hair, you know who I'm talking about?
Oh shit, I forgot his name.
His name was something like Pastry Time. It wasn't him, but something like that.
Director of product at Call of Duty Overwatch League, led Gears of War esports. These qualifications are actually scary. I didn't even know Gears of War had esports and the others failed hard. Overwatch League was a borderline scam, charging what they did for a team spot. Those are just facts.
Okay, that's not her fucking fault,
This right here is
right?
true, but these other things are not her
I
fault.
didn't
I
know
mean,
Gears of War had esports. Yeah, because sadly, because with how they handled it, but Gears of War esports and the production they put in it was actually top notch. It's just nobody watched it. But either way, Overwatch League and Call of Duty, that wasn't her fault. It was like Blizzard's fault and everything,
Call of
and the
Duty
game
and
developers' fault.
Call of Duty and Overwatch League is not her fault. Blizzard is just stupid. Blizzard
Yeah,
actually just
that and the
trash.
developers, just everyone, just everything that is it's not the on-air team's fault or the commissioners.
Oh yeah, for the LEC broadcast, they have pro players coming on too. Why is the dive just the dive used to do this too with pro players? I like the dive actually. I watch it all the
Her
time.
response is fantastic there. Yeah.
I like the dive overall, but I think they should add in pro players. Like they used to add in pro players a lot actually. They just stopped doing it. Maybe
Well,
they
they
felt like the
still kind
synergy
of
was
do,
off.
but
No, on the dive, they haven't added a pro player
oh
in for a
right, yes,
while.
yeah, they only do it after the show. Yeah, I liked it when they had them on. Yeah,
That was actually pretty good. Like the episodes they had with Double
mm-hmm.
Lift and other people, I thought it was cool. Wait,
Yeah.
whatever happened to that one show that Dash had? Like, let's see.
What
Let me.
what you mean the I know which one you're talking about.
Dash had a show with pro players themselves called the Q. I thought it
Yeah,
was
they still have
great.
it, or they still have that.
They
It's
haven't
like
updated it at all. They haven't did anything with it.
they have. They've been having episodes. Like I don't think it's exactly
No,
called
no,
the
no,
Q
no.
or something, but they have something
They
like that.
transitioned that more into the replay file. I like the replay files. I think replay files is
Oh,
great.
something like 5 thoughts or whatever. What is it called?
So yeah, like what happened? Why do they
Yeah,
take away stuff? Like why?
I don't
I,
know. Yeah, we
uh,
need more. We need more of those memes, with elimination.
Oh Lord. She says, feel free to read this response. Also, when I worked on Gears Esports years ago, I got them back working with MLG, which
Mm-hmm.
the community wanted. Crowdfunded millions of dollars for prize pools, got
Mm-hmm.
major esports orgs into the scene, and cared for the players.
Yep.
Okay,
It was a
that's
fantastic scene. It's too bad nobody gave a fuck about it. It was a great scene and top tier gameplay outside of the game developers trying their best to fucking ruin it.
so let's go to all right, guys. So that's it for the new commissioner lady we are going to be
Yeah.
getting for the LCS. I hope she does a good job. I mean, time will tell if she'll do a good job. Time will tell. By her resume, it looks like she'll be doing a pretty good job. So here, I'll say this cliche response. Actually, if Riot trusts her, then I will. Good God, that sounds so cliche. Holy shit. Holy fuck. All right, now let's talk about the LEC 2022 Spring Split Week 5, actually. Give me a sec to bring up the games right here. The teams we have, actually. And yeah, I hope they play more games on stage. I really do, because playing games on stage is something that you will actually get to see who like the teams. It kind of like it's like what's the best way I can really put it? It's more like crunch time, actually. The stage is what matters. Playing like a scrim doesn't matter, essentially. Like scrims matter to like learning how your team can function, chemistry, all that other stuff, right? But when you're looking at, trying to actually, see if your team is clutch, if you guys can actually put what you've been practicing into the stage is where you get to see like a lot of these players actually shine. And you also have to factor in like some teams just play differently on stage versus how they play actually, on from the remote broadcast setup actually. So here we go with the LEC 2022 Spring Split Week 5. here are the standings. Astralis is 1-10. Team BDS is 3-8. SK Gaming is 3-8. Team Vitality tied for 6th right now, and Mad Lions at 5-6. Excel is 6-5. Misfits are 7-4. G2 Esports 8-3, and Fnatic are also 8-3. Rogue is still at first place with 9-2.
Yeah, just needed fucking new support is all Misfits.
So let's start with Astralis. Astralis won their first game. Woohoo! Yeah.
Except it was literally all just Rogues doing.
They won
and then
their
they were
first game.
super close against the other team. Because again, I don't think Astralis is as bad as their records say. Like they're not, but they all 5 of the players, besides maybe Promise, but even if Promise Q has actually been doing better. He has been doing a lot of engages and stuff and kind of smart, but all 5 of them are decent. Yeah, they make it competitive against any teams, but again, even then, their ceiling is just fucking low still, and they have like no room for improvement besides Dajor.
I think they're still not good. Like this 1 week does not troll.
Oh no, they're still not good, but they're not as bad as they say. They're like below average, or like
I think they're still considerably bad because like there's no way you start. Well, there's no way you lose 10 games being somewhat decently okay. It's just
but they make like each game competitive. Like again, it's just that their ceiling is low. There's no room for improvement. They're still just not as good as any of the other teams.
Like these are still going to be your bottom 3 teams. Now this might actually interchange now that Astralis looks slightly smidgenly more competitive in some other games. Maybe here's what I think. Astralis could be 9th place and Team BDS could be 10th actually. That could be a thing, actually. But that's just me personally. Astralis won. They upset Rogue. Rogue actually went 0-2. Astralis, to me personally, like, it's hard to say. Did they play really good, or did these better teams just start shitting the bed? I don't know. It's one of these things you'll never really know, actually. Now, when Rogue is facing off against Astralis, I mean, Rogue really did grief in that drafting. Oh, my god. That draft looks so bad from Rogue. We'll go with that game. That game was, oh, my goodness, it was so bad. Then Mad Lions lose to SK Gaming. Both times this split, they've lost to SK Gaming twice, actually. Reeker has just been, he's just not been that good. He's one of the main reasons why they're actually not as good as they probably should be. Team PDS. Oh, Xmatty, dude. Xmatty was almost going to carry a game with Caitlyn.
Oh my god, this guy's still trash. I'm sorry. Get him out of here.
You know what's so funny? They picked a comp specifically to make him shine, and he still fucking threw it. What is this?
If they had a better ADC, they wouldn't be as bad. They would be in the mix for playoffs.
Oh my lord! They dropped this guy at Caitlyn. They give him all the resources, and he still lost. That right there is like, nope.
This just shows how amazing Target Moss is. He carried him to LEC.
Target Moss had a really good week this week. He looked on fire this week on Braum. Holy shit!
I mean, really good week. He always is. I told you.
This man over here just capping hard as fuck.
Yeah, he's like the second best support right now.
Team Vitality. This is what I told you guys before with Team Vitality is they're really volatile. Like 1 week they'll look pretty solid. Then the next week they're going to look like what they did this week. They lost to fucking, who'd they lose to this week? They actually lost to, let me show right here for week 5. Yeah, Vitality lost to Excel. And then they also, Team Vitality ended up losing to Fnatic. So yeah, they dropped some. This game against Excel could make or break them in getting into playoffs, losing that game. That right there, that's not a game you want to be dropping. You know, Excel with Mickey X finally actually, getting on board. Excel's been coming up pretty heavily. They're on a 2-game winning streak in week 4. As I remember, yeah, they're on a 3-game winning streak right now for Excel. Excel's coming up actually. And right now, like I said before, I think Misfits and Excel are fighting for that final playoff spot. But right now, considering how these teams are playing right now, I think that it's very, very likely that either Mad Lions or Team Vitality potentially don't make playoffs. That'd be a crazy world that Team Vitality don't make playoffs, actually. But if we look at their gameplay, Karzi and Labrov have not been a good bot lane. Like, factor this in. Labrov is supposed to be what people say about Targamas, right? Okay, last summer split, I was all for Labrov. I thought he actually played good. But this spring split, no, he's not looked good. There's been enough weeks. He just not looked that good. Him and Carzzy are just bad together. The bot lane is just not working out. Like, most of the time when Team Vitality wins, it's not even because of them. They're the ones actually inting hard as hell in a lot of their games. Like, what the hell is going on? You know, there's a good possibility now that Misfits have that really big upset win over Rogue. There's a good chance that, you know, maybe Team Vitality or Mad Lions don't make playoffs, actually. It's a good chance. You know, Mad Lions crucially dropping 2 games to SK Gaming. You know, Team Vitality dropping a crucial game to XL and Fnatic. Fnatic is 2-0 over Team Vitality this spring split so far. So that's essentially done. Like, it's just, oh my God, man. Like, this is just bad. Like, the level of gameplay from Team Vitality's bot lane is just awful. Like, it's just bad. Selfmade also hasn't looked that good either, you know? So when you had Razork versus Selfmade played so bad it made Razork look good. I'm sort of going like, okay, this is some crackhead shit right here. Westcott says, it seemed like Rogue was trolling the draft like Vitality did against the Straws. Yeah, Rogue was definitely trolling that draft. Holy shit, that looked awful. We'll go over that game. That game looked like shit. Misfits at VTO played good. VTO's been a really stable mid laner so far.
Yeah,
I don't think he's anything special. I don't think he's been anything special, but he's been really good. Overall, he's been either all right, not causing his team to lose games.
Oh, listen, we need to talk about Neon. Neon has
he had one good Jinx game.
He has stepped. You are
high.
Giving him the credit.
It's because he's fucking French or German.
Great in all the
what
games
is with you Canadians
won.
And you supporting your Frenchmen or some shit?
What
is with you guys?
Oh, he's from Slovakia. What are you talking about, Slovenia?
Oh my goodness!
What are you talking about?
Just this week alone, Misfits bot lane actually wasn't like the biggest fucking piece of shit I've ever seen. Actually, because I'll say this: Neon and Mersa, they played good this week. Now, if Misfits can keep up this level of gameplay, they can easily get into playoffs, potentially over Excel, because I think they have a better grasp of what they want to do in the game.
That Excel might get into playoffs,
dude. But then there was that one game they were playing. You know how they're at the fucking it was the second game they were playing up against They're playing up against Rogue. They're in the bot lane, going for that second tier turret, and they give up. They're trying to take a turret, and they like the gameplay is still not clean from them. But if they can clean up like certain things about what they're doing, I think they can get into playoffs. But that's the thing. If these are your playoff teams right here, that means Team Vitality. That superstar team potentially not making playoffs. Potentially, guys. Like here, if there was a tiebreaker between Mad Lions and freaking Team Vitality to make it into playoffs, I potentially say Mad Lions or Team Vitality. Who would I say wouldn't make playoffs actually?
Mad, but
no, because let's say this: if there was a tiebreaker game between Mad and Team Vitality to get into playoffs, when it comes to like week 9, we get to like week 8. So
Vitality would win.
I hope they win. I hope.
But, whatever. Reeker's definitely gonna win my most disappointing player of the split award.
I saw one game from that guy, and I was like, "This guy just trash." He
was actually incredible, but like, again, teams are all thinking of picking him up over Humanoid. That's how hyped up he was. Like, I don't know what the issue is with him.
It's just sad. No, because it's what people do. That's a common thing people like to do with a lot of these teams. It's like, well, this guy's performing very well right now in solo queue or scrim, so let's just pick him up, and he'll do better than a guy that's won 2 championships, been to MSI. It's like, what type of logic is that? Like, factor that in. This guy has achieved literally nothing.
Humanoid did cap out, so they did. I wasn't like opposed to them getting rid of him. He did cap out.
Well, this is my thing. It's like he could have stayed on Mad Lions and he'd probably do just fine. But this, like, Humanoid wants to go to a more storied org. Actually, like, going to Fnatic obviously is the better choice long term. But I just never got it because I heard rumors about that in the offseason too. It's like everyone wants to pick up this guy Reeker. It's like, why? What for? What for? Why? No actual reason except this like level of fucking crack people are smoking. Going, well, you know what? He can have he has all this potential and he'll reach it by what? Doing what? Because if you choose that guy over Humanoid, you're also indirectly stating he's better than a two-time LCS champion. Sorry, two-time LEC champion. Also, Humanoid was one of the main reasons why Mad Lions were actually winning a lot of their games. So when people told me that, I was like, that's fucking, whoever scouting these players are fucking crackheads. You are so stupid. You are so dumb. Holy shit. Teams would actually opt into taking a player who they don't know how he'll perform in a team environment over a person who's been to Worlds multiple different times, won championships, been to MSI, made top 4. I don't know. Some of these people running these teams are just like straight up idiots. Thank God Mad Lions opted into playing Reeker because that's just bad. Actually, G2 playing pretty solid this week. G2 ended up going 2-0. They ended up taking out Mad Lions, ended up taking out Astralis. They had a pretty close game against Astralis, actually, but ended up managing coming out on top. Targamas played really well, actually, on Braum for that game. Rogue and Fnatic. So Fnatic looking like they're going to come into some sort of form, actually. We've been decently critical of Fnatic these past couple of weeks because they just have not looked that good. But, they've been coming slowly but surely into form. Razork finally had a good game. If Razork can have the game he had on Viego consistently on other champions, Fnatic can actually potentially challenge Rogue for #1 spot. And Rogue dropping 2 games, this is how you could look at it. It could be just a 1-week blip where it's like, okay, they dropped 2 games, it's BO1s. This week coming up right now, they could easily smash all their opponents and it just could be nothing, right? Could be. Now, did the other teams just play that much better than Rogue, or were Rogue just choking? I don't know. We'll never actually know. It's just however you take those things in those situations, because there were some people like online going like, well, now this is why you don't want to get hyped into Rogue. But just the week prior, we had a lot of people saying that the Rogue players were like some of the best in their positions. What is it? Do people want to get off the Rogue hype train? Do people think they're going to win the split? Do people think they're going to choke in playoffs? What is it? What is it? Because 1 week, you have a lot of people saying, well, yeah, this is why you don't bet on Rogue, because Rogue is, they'll just choke in the playoffs. Playoffs haven't happened yet for this year because past precedents doesn't just mean anything for right now. What type of fucking shit is that? That is ridiculous. That is so stupid. So, week prior, everyone's just jumping on their fucking hype train for Rogue.
That's who it was. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, Rivington. Why hasn't he been on?
Oh, he's coming back, actually. He posted he's coming back to cast. Yeah.
Oh, thank fucking God. Him and Hobby was there since the beginning.
So, my thing with Rogue is
that's like, the guy I think they should do academy games.
It's just, I just don't know what people really want out of Rogue, because I gotta tell people this, playoffs haven't happened yet. This year's playoffs have no implications on last year's playoffs. Just because Rogue choked in playoffs, a few years ago, doesn't mean they'll choke in playoffs this year. It just, all that means is right there is that there's a pattern there that they could choke. That's just what it means. Everyone just sitting there doing their little stupid cringy meme shit online going, yeah, 9-9. It's like, no one's doing any 9-9 records, you fucking cringe idiot.
And well, after that tweet saying, so Rogue was basically in playoffs because there's only been one team before that didn't make it who went 9-0. And then I'm like, oh, don't fucking jinx it. And then they go 0-2. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, like, they dropped 2 games after looking like the best team for like fucking 4 weeks in a row, and people just want to go off like, oh my goodness.
It could mean that teams figured them out, or they just had a bad week. Again, the Astralis game was definitely just limit testing and being cocky.
They definitely fucked themselves over in that Astralis game. That was just bad drafting.
But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I obviously still think they'll make playoffs, so I don't believe that fucking shit there.
Yeah, so that's just pretty much what I feel about Rogue. A lot of people were just dogpiling on them, and like the playoff results of last year and in 2020 don't mean shit to this year. So if they win the spring split this year, none of that matters. Though I think my boys G2 Esports are going to win the spring split. If Rogue managed to win the spring split, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
So that's just how I feel personally.
Okay.
Fnatic and Rogue Fnatic, Rogue, and G2 and Misfits right now are your top 4 teams. Then you have people just kind of fighting in that little fucking soup right there, you know? So I don't know. I hope Rogue bounce back this week and prove to people that they're still the best team in the LEC. Or maybe it really was just them getting figured out, you know? But they've always been a really good regular season team anyway. So if they win both games this week, then it really isn't going to matter what happened in week 5 actually. So, you know, by the end of the split, if they finish like 16-2, then it doesn't really matter if they drop the game to Astralis or drop the game to Misfits. And then what happens when they finish 16-2? They're like, oh yeah, best team in the spring split. But weren't you just fucking saying that they're a bad team because they lost to fucking Astralis? Like this kind of things happen in the nature of best of ones. That's what happens, obviously. You know? That's how I think. You know, so a lot of people were just going ape shit crackhead over fucking on Twitter when they were like, yeah, just get off the Rogue hype train. That's not a hype train. They were just legitimately playing like the best team. There's not a hype train there. You know, they're playing like the best team, you know, and playoffs last year don't mean shit to what playoffs happened for this year. That's just how that is. If you think otherwise, you are stupid. I don't even engage people who talk like that. Like, yes, there's a pattern there with them choking, but what does that mean for like right now? It means like nothing.
I know we haven't gone over those games yet.
Yeah, we'll do it right now. I'll bring it up right now. So yeah, those are the standings. And if Team Vitality don't actually make playoffs, that is big yikes. They'll be making some. If they don't make playoffs, they'll make roster changes. I can guarantee that they'll make roster changes. Actually, so okay, we'll start off with
off topic. But what has been up with like Genji? Why do they have like Chovy playing top lane and their mid laner?
Dude, I've not watched LCK at all recently. I saw that too. I was like, wait, what the fuck? So what the hell?
Does somebody have COVID or are they just limit testing because their top laner is shit?
Versus Astralis, Teacher versus
Matt. I don't think their top laner is shit, but
who do they have? Don't they have like
COVID? Okay, yeah. It's been hitting a lot of teams in Korea. Yeah,
recently, yeah. You've got people that didn't get COVID last year who are starting to just get it this year. I guess it's just something that everyone's gonna eventually have to just go through.
No, Korea's the Korean league just specifically has been getting hit just numb like that. There's just been tons of subs playing, and also
we gotta go over that
restrictions to that too.
All right, here we go. Yeah, we'll breeze through some of these games because I actually have to do quite a bit of things today, guys, on my main YouTube channel, so I gotta get this done a little bit more faster today. Okay. Yeah. Let me pause this.
I mainly just wanted to talk about the shiny thing after we go over the TSM game.
All right, so here is some of the games from the LEC 2022 Spring Split Week 5. Thank you. No, I must support Joe Biden. He's a piece of shit. Thank you for that. So this game, you had BDS taking on Misfits. This is the game that a lot of people were like, yeah, okay, if X Maddie can't carry on Caitlyn, then it doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, Team BDS actually making a bot lane play. X Maddie actually doing damage, getting kills. Oh my god, good god, Jesus Christ, good gourd. So this game is okay. Hold on, give me a sec. Oh, dude, I'm sorry you have to go through that, man. That is fucking. I'm sorry, man. That fucking sucks. Shit, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I might have got COVID, but I had no clue. I would have no clue if I did because I never got tested or anything.
So yeah, this game you had playing Caitlyn. They actually give him a ton of resources. They invest into it, the bot lane, and then they still lose. And they still lose. I'm pretty sure this is the game they lost actually. So somehow this was an insanely, decently close game. Misfits actually maybe should have lost this game. Misfits started actually playing team fights better. They actually started just putting the map back because if you lose on a Caitlyn composition, and you can't actually pull it out early game, then you don't really win because not only does Misfits team have better scaling, they also have better side laners as well. You know, Zoe in a side lane, Camille in a side lane. Ryze can match Zoe in the side lane, but you know, Set will not be able to match Camille in a side lane late game. It's just
I don't think Mersa's been bad. It's just they needed better support.
He's been bad,
and then they would be. I don't think he's been quote unquote bad. Just they just need a better one. Is all. Just Get
when I was watching
Advian right now.
when I was watching this game, I was like, Xmatic playing good. So maybe, hey man, maybe it was just the
No,
remote.
I knew he would blow it. All right.
Man, maybe it was actually just the remote broadcast setting. He had to get all his nerves out. He's like, okay, on stage, I'm going
it
Super
was like
Saiyan.
the game 5 of the C9 versus TSM last year, where Lost got like 4 early kills against Svenna and Vulcan. Then I'm just like, he's not going to do anything with them. It's GG for C9. And it's like, yep, he didn't. It's like, this is the same thing. It's just like, oh shit, they got a bunch of kills. Oh wait, who has the kills? X-Mat. Okay, we're good. We're good, boys.
Yep, Xmatty having his only good game so far in the LEC 2022 Spring Split Week 5, and he just blew it. Then you got the match of the week, Rogue versus Astralis. There you go, guys.
No.
All right, so this is a game that I want to talk about.
Hey, do you support him? Yes.
Hell yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so the Rogue draft is just absolutely awful. Janna support. Okay, first of all, playing Janna support on Trimby is not good. Why? He's one of the primary engages for Rogue. Why is he on Janna? Why is he on Janna? Why did they even attempt that invade? They so far, right after they lost this invade, I knew they even lost the game because they literally just blew 2 kills on your primary early game facilitating champions, Ahri and Lee Sin. When you have Ahri dropping a kill that early, Lee Sin dropping a kill that early, you're already losing a good amount of your map pressure because those are champions that have to actually have an early game impact by being able to start off with whatever the team needs. And then him getting dove like that did not also help out either. So Rogue already off to a bad start right there. And this comp has no synergy. Like, Lee Sin kicks in who? To what? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, this
actually.
is just the worst comp I've ever seen. Holy shit.
I don't know what type of draft they were even trying here.
And
like,
I don't get what they were trying to do in game. They were actually just like, this is easy. Okay, give them all the best champs. We'll just draft whatever. Let's have fun in game, boys. Like, what
was
the
Rogue
fuck?
trying to get off? Rogue trying to get off work early, or I don't know what's going on here.
I think honestly. I don't know. They're just like, I read this tweet. We're already in playoffs, boys. Time to end. Or it's like, hey guys, you know it'd be funny if we blew this game. You know, try to get Astralis back into it, so then Promise Q stays in OEC. Hell yeah.
They're like, yeah, if we beat Rogue, Promise Q gets it. Can't keep his job. Actually,
yeah, it's like, hey guys, look at how good Promise Q is in this game. You gotta keep him now.
Dude, what if they choose to kick Kabe later on during the year and they bring in Reckless? Actually, Reckless and Reckless and Promise Q bot lane.
Since this team comp is useless and Rogue was just like fingering themselves, then Malrain didn't bother going for any plays. He just farmed CS, so that's why his CS is now higher. So you see, it isn't because he's a bad jungler that it was lower before, you fucking idiots. Oh, that's because he was actually doing useful shit.
Now, this is the most useless game I've seen him all fucking.
Yeah, well, he didn't have a choice. What was he supposed to do?
He can't do anything in this game. There's nothing he can do. Like, Rogue literally did not set him up for success at all during this game. And why would you put Trimp? Why would you put Trimby, who's been like the top 3 support in EU, on Janna?
Yeah, it would have been better if they did like Janna top, honestly.
Otawame on Jace. Otawame is not a good Jace player. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, no, he's terrible on Jace. He's like fucking Armood on Jace.
Like, so they give Otawame a champion he's not been good on. Malrain gets a playmaking jungler, which is Malrain on Lee Sin is not bad. Why is Larson on
like people keep memeing Jace in NA, but like for the last 3 years, you idiots, NA's Jace with like all their players and like Broken Blade when he was still in LCS was actually fucking good. So I don't know what they were memeing. And then you look at LEC and all their Jaces have been shit for like the past 2 years. It's like the best one has been Gen Axes. It's like, so maybe update that meme.
And then Astralis, oh my god, they're actually moving around the map, doing stuff. They pick Zeri, they're having a good game. Oh my goodness, let's get out the fucking bananas and the cakes and the dicks and the dildos, you know?
Why even invade with Janna support versus a Leona? Because, you know, Trimby realized he left some chicken in the oven at home, so he needed to get, you know.
He left his car. He left the keys in his car, and he's like, "Okay, I gotta really get to my car right now. It's gonna, I gotta actually just throw this game as
Yeah,
hard as I
but
can."
Astralis is so bad though, guys, that this game still went on for so long. So the chicken's just fucked now. It's burnt.
Like Astralis playing the map, doing whatever the fuck they're doing. They're actually
Even
winning.
Astralis even Rogue Clown and Astralis still takes this long to fucking close the game out.
That's what I said.
Oh
Like
my
a lot
God.
of people were kind of like going like, "Oh my goodness, now the record can be even. 0-9 beats 9-0. Fucking what all those stupid memes people are coming up with after this game." It's like, people, what is wrong? I get it's just miming, it's just for jokes, but it's like it's one of the dumb, stupid jokes that I just didn't really even nor care for. It's like, why is Trimby there? Why is he there? It's I don't know. I just don't get it from this game. This is just poor drafting, horrible invade that backfired, and a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, is Rogue actually that good? Why would they do that?" Guys, bad weeks happen for every team. It just happens.
Mhm.
But what that is that holy shit.
Yeah, when Licorice got gapped by Dardoch in the 2019 spring split, when they went 2-2, did you freak out? No, it's just a bad week.
Yeah, this is just one of those things where you have to just go through it.
Sorry,
as a
did
team.
I say Dardoch? I meant Darshawn.
Yeah, you just go through it at a certain point. Teams have bad weeks. It happens. But Rogue did not draft very well either to actually save themselves.
Rogue draft to lose in 20 minutes so they can save the chicken, but then Astralis is just so shit it took them like 40 minutes or so. So yep, the chicken's fucked. It's turned to ashes now. Sorry guys. You're gonna have to eat like fucking salad tonight.
Holy shit. Trimby left his keys in his car, his fucking car engine on. That was he really wanted to sprint it. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh god. The horror. The horror.
I was gonna make a joke, but I don't know if I should.
The horror. Oh my god.
When you said when you said like Trimby left his keys in his car, I was gonna make a joke. I don't know if I should. No.
Good job, Larson. Good job, man. Go, you get him out wrong.
Should I or should I not?
Should I make a crazy joke that could get us all canceled? So yeah, guys, Rogue ended up dropping their first game to Astralis, and it didn't matter either because they're already in the base winning it. Everyone kind of started overrating Astralis. I still don't think they're that good. I think they're still the worst team, honestly. If they win a game again this week, maybe I'll think otherwise, but I still think they're pretty fucking terrible. You don't lose 10 games and you're like, "Oh, this is not that bad of a team." Get the fuck out of here. That's some bullshit. If that was an NA team, people call them like trash.
I was gonna say Trimby probably like left his dog in the car trunk in the sun.
Okay, this guy's crazy, actually. So G2 plays up against Mad Lions. Actually this team has come together a lot more from this week, actually. Carlos did say it was going to take a bit of time for them to actually get online, but when they did, it started to look a whole lot better. Now, I'm pretty sure this is where he got dove, I'm pretty sure. Or he out 1v1 this. Yeah, he got dove right here. Yep, this is where you're thinking like, okay, Mad Lions, we're actually going to, make a proactive play.
And that's their biggest play of the whole game. And after that,
that's just all she wrote. I remember, yeah. I'm pretty sure Yankos gets cut out here, right?
Again, is this an actual like team strat, or is G2 just like toying with their opponents with this wait a minute, whatever?
I saw that live and I was like, is Yankos drunk? Why was he just standing there just doing nothing?
Is this like an actual team thing, like good team thing, or is like Broken Blade just toying with them, just having fun? Yone fucking top. Like he's played it for like 3 games now. Fuck.
Yone top is really strong, actually. I played up against it's really strong.
No, they should just like have Broken Blade be the fucking mid laner. He's be better. Just have Caps on tanks.
Hey, Caps played pretty well this week, actually. This week he played well on Victor and Orianna.
Fuck off, no.
Oh
just
my,
have fucking Broken Blade be the
if that was Bjergsen, this guy be sucking him off on his fucking ball sack, actually.
What are you talking about? What? Bjergsen?
Yeah, Bjergsen's your favorite player. You told me in DMs, actually. Said you love him.
Fuck off, Bjergsen is the only reason why the TSM org didn't burn to ashes sooner than it should have.
So this was actually one of our match of the weeks for G2 versus Mad Lions, two LEC champions from both orgs. And yeah, Broken Blade playing Yone top between two games. I mean, hey, if this is going to win them games and it's going to give them a better overall strategy moving forward, where if you don't ban it, they're probably going to start winning some games with this. I like it. I don't see why not. It's a carry top laner anyway, so he's going to have to play champions like that.
People are going to be like his deaths. Well, that's because he got ganked a shit ton because of his. That's why his deaths are high.
They invested like all their resources top lane. He better have died or something.
Like teams every game have been investing all their resources top lane. That's why his deaths each game has been high, but he has the same amount of kills as he does deaths because he's been that great.
Yeah, good job, Reeker.
I would say he's the second best top laner, I would say. The first would probably be who would the first be?
Best top laner right now? Oh shit! I mean, a lot of people were saying Oda Wamne for like these past couple of weeks.
No, I wouldn't say that. Sorry, I'm forgetting about this one team again.
Wonder?
Who was?
No. Oh, here.
No.
Right.
Honestly, I actually say Broken Blade has been the best, just because there's like
even Alfari has not been performing that well as a lot of people.
Yeah, so that's why I'd say, just because there's been no competition, he shouldn't be the best though. He should be like third or second. No, not Finn. Finn's just solid.
Don't worry, Yone has a 0-10 power spikes. See, yeah, there you go, man. That's how it works. And then G2 ended up toppling.
I would say has been like fourth.
G2 ended up toppling Mad Lions. Then we get into the game of Fnatic versus SK Gaming. Fnatic actually coming online, toward the middle part of the spring split.
Nice.
Right here. So they're actually doing a dive. Razorg actually playing with this team. Fnatic drafting the same style of comp so many times. Scaling mid, engage support, early game top.
Are you sure they didn't just have like Bean sub in and roll off the jungle?
Holy shit! Oh my god! But yeah, Fnatic beating SK Gaming. I was not surprised by this. I mean, Fnatic's been better than them most of the split, even though some of their team play has looked kind of wonky. They're still a better team than SK Gaming. They give Certus LeBlanc as if like he's going to actually take over a game on LeBlanc. Get the fuck out of here. Actually get the fuck out of here. Like, SK Gaming is so trash. But you know what? They beat Mad Lions twice. I mean, sure. Good job, Gilius. Good job, man.
Yeah, again, I don't know what's the issue with like top laners in League of Legends right now. Like the top laner pool in China is great, but outside of that, it's been just lacking for the other three.
Damn, dude. Like, might as well just start hiring me then at that point. If teams
you'd be playing better than like damn ones, so.
Oh, dude, if teams start hiring me, you got another thing coming there.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Damn one MSK.
Damn one. There we go. Now I can get paid. And then I can get a hot Korean wife when I'm over there. Holy shit.
And then you can get carried to finals and almost
carried. No, I'd be doing the carrying on damn one. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Yeah, if I was
he would rather kill himself than join that.
Dude,
but I mean, he would be better than Huni. So.
Reginald could beat me, and then I can make it a racial claim. He beat a black guy.
True.
There you go. You never know. But if I go to damn one and a hot Korean lady try sleeping with me, oh my goodness, that'd be amazing.
That will never happen.
Dude, I have a lot of.
They'll just be like, hey. Well, I was about to say no.
I got a lot of Korean ladies that always hit on me. I'm just saying, lots of Korean.
I was about to make a joke. I'm not going.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Here we go. So,
no, because there are some racist people in like Korea when it comes to black people. So I was gonna just say, one of them's gonna walk up to you and say, "Hey, banana." That's just how there has been occasions like that. Just watch, you're gonna experience that.
Holy shit! Hey, that one girl, Anna said that people like the Chinese people in Vietnam are very nice to black people. So I'm good over there. In Vietnam, I'll be better over there.
Well,
I'll be better in the VCS actually.
In Vietnam and what was it again? Let's say, God, what was that country again? Fuck.
Okay, so Rogue ends up playing up against Misfits. Actually, Neon having a really good game on Jinx. Neon got a lot of the kills early on. He was doing very, very well in team fights. Rogue having another kind of off game. Comp, in particular had a bad week, but they did manage to look good in most 2v2s. Comp was just playing greedy in just a lot of the games, actually. I don't really know what was really wrong with Comp during this game or actually during this week, because he didn't look that good overall. You know, the play where Neon, no, this wasn't the play. Neon later on was getting dove in the bot lane, and he managed to turn it around against Comp when Comp got way too greedy. Overall, yeah, Larson getting caught out on Rise, and then here it's like, well, you know what? I just threw a whole game essentially at this moment, but to be fair, he didn't. I don't know why he was right there. He tried to actually do anything. And then there was this one Jinx snipe that he had later in the game that he made from downtown. So yeah, Rogue dropping 2 games. They lost to Misfits.
He played fantastic in the late game.
Neon played great this game. I just hope if he would have played like this consistently, I'd be more high on him, but he doesn't. He plays like this once out of every 10 games.
He has been stepping up this season. I'm not saying he's like been one of the best ADCs, but he's been in the mix. Like, what do you mean?
Then you have
he has been
G2
stepping up, like with VTO.
Then you have G2 versus Astralis. I mean, this was an okay game overall. Like, Astralis was pretty competitive this game. Caps had a pretty good game on Victor and Orianna this week. I mean, if he can keep up this level of gameplay,
G2 almost lost this, but
yeah, well, yeah, because Targamas,
I knew they wouldn't in the end, though. I knew they would come back.
Targamas, he was looking pretty fire in this game, actually. So I was sitting there going, okay, if your support's playing like that, sorry, Promise Q, I know you've been like the best player in EU ever, but you're dealing with Targamas here. You know, someone who's
I'm just saying there's only been 6 EU players who have ever won MSI.
And one of them is Promise Q. Holy shit.
Just like,
oh god. All right, so after that, you have Fnatic taking on Team Vitality in the match of the week right here, and Team Vitality's bot lane has just been so bad. Like, the fact that Selfmade played so bad, it made Razork look good is ridiculous. They gave him Viego, and it's like, wait, why would you give this guy Viego? Why would you give anybody Viego? Why would Viego be going through the draft phase at all? And then suddenly, but it's like, they make plays like this, and you're going to yourself like, okay, they're not that bad, right? Hylissang didn't look as good, right, in this game in particular, but overall, Fnatic seemed to be coming into form of some sort, because Humanoid has not been that impactful for Fnatic overall. Like, it seems like they just win their games simply because they just have much better players in a lot of the positions right now in terms of the LEC, because the LEC has a lot of new players and like a lot of other the really big key positions right here. So that's one of the reasons why Fnatic has won quite a bit of games. They just have better players in most positions. But it's games like this where you're going like, okay, if they're playing up against another solid team, they should actually lose. You know, if they're actually getting out early games by like a lot of the teams. I'm just not sure why Team Vitality themselves just really actually don't know how to do anything with an early game lead ever. Why is Cars even there? Like, I don't know, but he actually turned this 1v1 around. So, you know, he turned that around, and then Upset ended up getting a trade kill back. Why would LeBron position himself like that? You got to just run away after you get a kill like that. Or maybe Carzzy and LeBron just are on the same page when it comes to that play right there. And that's something that has to get fixed and ironed out, actually. So, yeah, that's the last game for EU. Time to talk about NA. But before we talk about NA, match of the week, baby. Match of the fucking week. Let's go. All right, so you guys give me 1 second, and I will bring this up. Actually, give me a moment. So give me a moment. Let me get these videos in my main YouTube channel done. So let me go to LEC 2022 Spring overall. And we're going to be on match of the week. And we'll talk about LCS. Good old LCS. Okay. Let me add this. Okay, center that. Okay. I got all these like tabs open. Oh my goodness. Who's messaging me right now? Give me a sec. Oh, Nerdman said something about the Daredevil Netflix series. Like, what? What are you talking about? Okay. Exit out of that tab. Let's exit out of that tab right here. Let's go to this tab right here. Give me a moment. Let me put this right here. All right, so as this is loading and going through, we will be going over match of the week, baby. Let's go. So give me a sec. Match of the week for LEC and LCS, starting with the LEC 2022 Spring Split Week 6. So let's do our game predictions first, and we'll go over the match of the weeks. I'll say Fnatic, Misfits, Vitality, G2. One of the match of the weeks right there, which is Rogue versus Mad Lions. I'm pretty sure Rogue wins this time around, actually. And then you have two more really banger games coming up on Saturday. So you have I'll go Excel, SK Gaming, Mad Lions. No, I would go Misfits. Then you have the second match of the week, which is Team Vitality versus Rogue. I think Rogue wins this time around. They did it pretty handily last time around. Then you have El Clasico, G2 versus Fnatic. I think G2 comes out on top, actually. So you have three banger games between Friday and Saturday for the LEC. Rogue versus Mad Lions, Vitality versus Rogue, and G2 versus Fnatic. Really nice trio of banger games right there. All right, Sean, your turn.
Okay, go Fnatic. This one's tough. I'll just say Misfits because I want them to win, but I could see the other way around. I'll go BDS, G2, and go Rogue. And then next week I'll go XL, SK, Mad, Rogue. Actually, no, Vitality. And say G2.
All right, so we have three match of the weeks for the LEC 2022 Spring Split. Rogue versus Mad Lions, Vitality versus Rogue, G2 versus Fnatic. Let's hope they play out. Let's just hope they play out very well.
Fine. All right, I'll tell you my match of the weeks here because listen, you guys keep putting on the top fucking teams for all your matches of the week or like the biggest orgs. That's all I see. Just like, oh, these are the two top teams of the standard or the top three. Okay, match of the week. Or oh, it's G2's org versus Fnatic's org. Oh, match of the week. That's boring shit, all right? Misfits versus XL, two teams fighting for the playoff spot right there. They're like neck and neck in the standings. That's a rivalry right there this year. All right, that is match of the week, one of them. Bitch.
Okay.
Yes.
Astralis versus
and then BDS versus SK, another one because they're trying to get into a playoff spot. They're both have 3 wins. Hell yeah. That's gonna be a clusterfuck.
Match of the clusterfuck is what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right, let's go to the LCS to talk about our favorite team, TSM. So we have, sorry guys, there's Vin Diesel outside. Sorry about that. Okay, give me a moment. Let's bring up LCS. Why are you giving me lock-in? Stop giving me lock-in. Like, you know how memed on lock-in actually is? Who cares about lock-in at this point? Who talks about lock-in? I'm right. Give me a moment. All right. Here is the standings for the LCS 2022 Spring Split Week 2. So you have this right here. So you have TSM and CLG tied at 9th place at 0-4. Immortals 1-3. Golden Guardians at 2-2. Evil Geniuses at 2-2. Team Liquid at 3-1. FlyQuest 3-1. Dignitas 3-1. Cloud9 3-1. 100 Thieves 3-1. We have 5 teams tied for first.
Who did Immortals beat again? Who did Immortals beat? 100 Thieves. Okay, and who did GG beat in the first game? Was it Counter Logic Gaming or something?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so EG lost to it was Cloud9 and who again? Who was the
They
other?
lost to 100 Thieves just this week, and they lost to
Was it
here.
like Dig or something or Team Liquid?
EG lost to 100 Thieves and Cloud9 so far, actually.
Okay, so it was 100 Thieves. Okay.
So right here from the standings, guys, you have one, two, three, four. You have 5 teams tied for first, 2 teams tied for sixth, 1 team at 8th place, and 2 teams tied at ninth.
And I did not expect Dig to be this because again, I like Neo, I like River. The other three I expected to be fucking trash compared to the rest of their competition. So I predicted them like last Dignitas, and then I predicted and FlyQuest. I liked Afro move before. It's just the latest split before this one, he regressed hard, so I thought he would be bad. And Johnson, I compared to the other NA ADCs, I don't like, and Jose Diodo, I like sort of, but I just don't think he's gonna reach that. But didn't think he was gonna reach that potential. And I mean, Kumo's solid weak side top, but he's just that a solid weak side top. And then Takuli, I just didn't think would. I thought he would be great, just like compared to the rest of his team. So yeah, I predicted those teams like fucking like 10th and like 9th or 8th. So yeah, those are definitely the biggest surprises. Other than that, it's going as planned outside of TSM playing this poorly.
All right, so we have this news that came out about TSM roughly around like early this morning. We have a LCS roster update. TSM says player comfort and adaptation are core values at TSM. With this in mind, we have decided to substitute Yursan with Shenyi for the upcoming LCS Academy games. As a recent arrival, Shenyi requires more time to adjust to North America. He will benefit from the Academy League's environment when list acclimating more game time at a more comfortable pace. So that means essentially, they're playing Yursan over Shenyi for their upcoming games, actually.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, they gave the reasons. I can sort of understand it. Yeah, okay, so like there are two ways to look at this. Whatever way you want to is up to you, but there can be a good and a bad way to look at this because look, I mean, he did just get here and he needs more time to adjust. So Yursen is solid, but not great. So it's not like an upgrade or a downgrade for now. It's just whatever, about the same. Like he played in play-ins and he wasn't very good. The bit of an issue I have with this, so is that the main issue with him and dying a lot and going in is clearly the team coordination, different aggressive play styles with him and Kiadu from their regions and so on, like and other reasons. Like, of course, he will die a lot with those struggles. Like, it isn't really his fault, and he's been doing like fine, like in every most other areas. I would say, like Kiadu actually kind of has the same issues so far as well. The comfort pace part I can understand, but I think it would be better for him to adjust with more LCS games potentially. Like again, you can look at it either way. Would he like they know their players, but at the same time, it's fucking TSM, so maybe they don't with Reginald. But like, there's a kind of argument to be made. Like if he would be better with adjusting more, like playing an academy for a bit, or just playing more LCS games and just getting the feel and getting better chemistry with the team they have now. Like, and let's face it though, TSM part of this, I bet you, is they're making this move because they're like freaking out about missing playoffs for like the first time ever, probably. All right, like, and listen, unlike Hiadu, who I think I don't think he's like great or his ceiling is that high outside of his gauges. Shenny, like unlike Hiadu, who I do think is great. Like I do have issues with Shenny, but I don't think the issue is him. Again, they're ignoring the main issue, which is
I don't think Kiedu's
team.
played good either so far in these last 4 games.
Yeah, like he has issues as well, but again, the issue is just the team chemistry, coordination, tactical has been worse. I would say Hooney's been worse. I would say, just I still understand this move for other reasons, but and they can't really do anything else right now without fucking their team up. So I get why they're making this one, and maybe he is just like this does make the most sense, I guess. But and again, when you play for like fucking TSM and under Reginald and being shoved into the LCS while learning with like your new team and having communications issues with you, it might put more pressure and bruises on you. So maybe this is the fucking best. Unlike trying to do it with like Cloud9 with Berserker and win some, because it's a whole different environment, definitely. So I mean, no, so people are like trying to say Chowie has been a bad coach so far. I still disagree. I love Chowie. Even if their wins don't show for it, like his drafts have been fine, and some of the fuck ups with their drafts has been more of the player demands and their comfort picks, in my opinion. But yeah, I just whatever. This
Okay.
there's a lot of ways you can look at this move, but yeah, but I did want to congratulate Reginald on getting another career pentakill Bud Light ace after their game against GG.
So here's what I'll say about this, because I saw this earlier. Yeah, Westcott, I agree with you, actually. Yeah, it does sound kind of weird. It's like your son is being subbed out for Shen Yi, so it gives so yeah, they're subbing out your son for Shen Yi for the Academy games, so it gives them more time to adjust, actually. So we'll have to kind of see who they're going to play on stage for their games this week. So this is what's going on right now. So TSM and Cloud9 come into the split with their LPL and what was it? Okay, what's the best way I can really explain to a lot of you guys? Okay, so TSM and Cloud9 come into the splits actually with their LPL and LCK sort of experiment.
Oh yeah, it was said on Twitch chat as well, Matthew. That's where I got it from. Then I heard him say it on fucking this video.
So you have TSM and Cloud9 actually trying their LPL and LCK experiments. TSM's has not been going well. Actually, in their gameplay, it has not looked good. Like, even just from all the players on TSM, right? Huni has not looked good at all. Spica kind of just runs it every single game and just fucking runs it all the time.
I can't blame Spica for this. However, he has again, a lot of people are going to say Spica's been great. Look at his KDA or look at it like his engages and stuff. He won MVP last year. It's obviously just his team. It's like, I agree to an extent, but he has actually shown issues too that doesn't have to do with his team. And this is
his overall gameplay has not been good at all.
Yeah, and no, this is a trend like every year with Spica though, because Spica, again, excellent jungler, excellent NA jungler, and he's very dominant one. Like, never always has that confidence to like go up with up against anyone, even Faker. But again, he doesn't like really. When it comes to the spring split, he's kind of off. It's summer split where he starts getting really good. Like he always looks like this in spring. Has issues like this adjusting to like with the start of the season.
So right now with TSM starting 0-4, people don't understand. I don't know how many TSM fans are overall left now that Bjergsen's gone, but there's a lot of pressure.
Quite a few.
There's a lot of pressure from the org to perform very well. These Chinese players have come over from the LPL. They're in a new environment. There's a lot of factors in. So the first big factor is environment. They're away from home. Obviously, whatever they grew up with, they don't have it right now. You also have to factor in, they're in a brand new league environment that is players that aren't even as good as what they're used to remember. Also got to factor in language barriers are a thing. Then you also have to kind of consider the pressure from the org to perform very well.
It's a different environment from something like C9. Like, you look at C9 for an example, and I agree, you can't make that excuse. However, TSM is a whole different environment. It's not as friendly when it comes to this, I don't think.
Are
there any, so there's Korean barbecue places or whatever in like LA. Are there any stuff like that for China?
Well, Benjamin, I mean it from just an LPL point of view. They're technically LPL players.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna they could have made the LPL soon. If not, they would have got picked up by a team like this upcoming season as well. Like, they were on the rise.
The thing here is they're trying out
at the very least, Kiadu.
The thing here is they're trying out this like LPL, LDL experiment, and there's a lot of pressure to perform very well from TSM fans in general. They obviously want to keep up the TSM brand name and recognition, because people have to factor with TSM. they really have never kind of strayed away outside of the box. Literally just outside of last year, they really have just been kind of the same in terms of like players that they've had rotating in and out of their roster consistently, So I don't know which support they're going to play for this upcoming week, actually. And these kind of moves can be very, very eye-opening for like issues that I have going on. We had Case coming out on Twitter. He said that, they're not going to settle for whatever placing they're settling at. But it's not even that. Their gameplay is bad. CLG and TSM's gameplay is bad. It's not even just players. Like, what they're doing on the map is bad. Well, how they're playing the game is bad. How they're actually interacting with what their champions should be doing at certain moments in the game are bad, So I was thinking about this earlier,
ignoring the
too.
main issue. It's not Shenny's fault with like adjusting mostly. It's just like their core communication and everything. It's just they're missing the main issue here. Fuck.
It's just I don't really see, like earlier today, I was actually thinking, wait, if there's 0-4, if you see a roster switch, like if you see a roster swap, I'm not surprised. How could anyone look at their last game against Golden Guardians and go, they really should keep playing the same roster? How's that possible? Like, how in the world would anybody think that, though? You would watch their Golden Guardians game and you go like, damn, yeah, this roster's working out. Now, to be fair, we're literally just going to be in week 3 of the LCS right now. So, yes, is this too early to kind of push the panic button? To a certain extent, yeah. But it's one of these things where I'm not surprised they're making a roster swap. I'm not. I don't know who they're going to play for their upcoming games. Maybe the Academy games will give him the chance to like actually adjust, overall. Maybe they just play
whatever. I said basically everything I wanted to already at the beginning, but yeah, just anyway, if you don't know like much about Yurson, yeah, again, he's like Isles, sort of. Well, I would say he's worse than Isles, but he's solid, but just nothing special. He was from PCS. He came over last year. He didn't play like the first half though because of visa issues, and then he's just been fine. Like he hasn't been any standout or anything like that. But yeah, again, like that's like remember this. They haven't missed playoffs in LCS before, right?
So right here, this guy has Huni was great last year. Sticking with Huni would be the equivalent of burning money. You'll never ever win anything significant beyond regional titles with today's Huni. He very, very, very clearly isn't anywhere near the player he once was. 2.1 KDA, worse than any 18-game player. 7.6 CS per minute, worse than any 18-game player. And my solo queue ability. Holy shit. Oh my god.
And remember, this is like fucking like Spica spending like 20 minutes up in top lane helping him as well, just to get to that point. Just so he's not totally fucking garbage. This is like a silly on levels. I do think Huni can be like a decent weak side guy, but I didn't see it last year. I don't understand why Warren was like defending Huni so much. And I still think he can be, but like, or is sort of kind of, but like at points, but like, just he's not. There's just way better top laners you can import over getting Huni. But again, because he's a resident now, and I guess the pool for like top laners in LCS is so bad. So
the wording, Raz replied and he said, the wording here isn't the best. Is Shengi still playing the LCS this week or not?
Oh, they said, what wording is that? They said Yurson is stepping up. So Yurson's playing in LCS and Shani's playing in Academy this week. Like what is there confused? Like the title of the article I read on .esports was confusing, saying that Shani will be playing Academy games, but they didn't specify if he's still in LCS or not, and like who will be playing and if not. But this post here and like reading the article thoroughly, like what is there confusing about this? I don't get what Raz is saying.
Westcott says the funny thing is TSM Academy is also 10th place, getting shat on by everyone. Not much to look forward to for Shengi.
Yeah, that true. Yep. Again, TSM Academy just been trash. Again, their junk
They were bad, and
with their
dude,
mid laner.
if someone told me they'd be 10 plus in lock-in, I believe it. They look like shit in lock-in. They look like garbage.
Yeah, I agree. Again, their ADC has just it. I don't understand why they're temp though. Like fucking, their mid laner was great last year, in my opinion. Their
Takeover.
ADC takeover, he was great last year. Right? That's why they have him now over Sword, and their Academy ADC Instinct, up and coming one, very young. He has great mechanics. And Yorsan again isn't bad, but isn't good. But he isn't bad though. He's solid. And Hyper, I don't like at all though. I don't like Hyper. Viper though, well, it's Viper. He was still he owned in the amateur scene. He won the whole tournament with no org, with 5 fire, and who was that jungler again? Fuck it, the one who played for 100 Thieves at one point with that disaster who he roster and banged.
Anda.
Yeah. So I'm kind of weirded out by how bad Viper's been doing.
As I said last year, I think Licorice would have been a better pickup for TSM last year.
It would have.
True.
Yes,
yeah.
But if they had fucking Licorice, because Cloud9 likes doing package deals. It isn't that they guarded him off. Unlike what some fucking asshole moderator on TSM tried saying, if you read my name, fucking mentally ill. But unlike that guy, no, it's just because they like doing package deals in TSM. They didn't want to do it, and they chose to go a different route. But yeah, that would have been a better deal though if they got him and Tomo. Tomo would have been better than Lost.
It actually does not mention LCS only Academy. Yeah. So that's the thing. He's only just playing for the Academy games. That's what people said. Because a lot of people got confused and saying, "Oh, Yurson is going to play LCS." No, it doesn't say that. It says we decided to substitute Yurson with Shenyi for the upcoming Academy games. It doesn't say Yurson's playing for the stage. Oh. That's the thing.
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't. Okay, well, there's a .esports article that I think words it better, but I didn't realize that. Okay. That actually could have been worded better. I agree. I think it's worded better in the Dart Esports article, I think.
Horrible move. Shenyi was looking very good in lane and was making improvements slowly. Kiadu is a much more glaring issue on his decision-making, in my opinion. He just plays champs that make it hard to notice mistakes. I guess. I mean, he's not playing good, I will say that. So that's the thing, is TSM having roster issues right now, putting their new LDL player in Academy games for just this week, hopefully. So we can kind of just quickly glance through a lot of these teams. There's not really much to say here for a lot of these teams so far, actually. TSM and CLG look like shit. Immortals got an upset win over 100 Thieves, but then look like shit versus Cloud9. Golden Guardians have decent early game decisions, but struggle to close out games when they're ahead early on. So I'm not really too sure how to read this team.
Okay, yeah, so they do again. Yeah, okay, yeah, that TSM post, I agree, could have been worded better. Now I'm looking at it, but and the same with the .esports title on their article. But if you read that .esports thing, I think they explain it. I'll link it. Well, no, I'll just share it. It's right there.
Okay. While Shenyi plays in the Academy League, backup support Yurson will start this weekend slate of LCS games for TSM. Shenyi needs more time to adjust to NA and improve within with the team environment. TSM VP of Esports, Dominic Callis, said in a statement provided to .esports, "We feel that him working with the Academy team will help him adjust and settle. This will smooth out some of the chemistry issues, taking off some pressure from the current communication structure." Yeah, because you can tell him and Tactical are not on the same page in lane. It's very, very apparent they're not a good bot lane together. Evil Geniuses, they looked. It's hard to say. They're so. I don't know how to really read EG right now. I think they're actually still good. They just have had a really tough strength of schedule so far, but I still think they're good. Team Liquid looking solid as ever. They took down Cloud9 this week, actually. That was a really close game. FlyQuest was at one point undefeated until they lost to Team Liquid. Dignitas coming up in the rankings. Cloud9 looked pretty solid this week overall. Despite their loss to Team Liquid, they looked really solid against Immortals, but that loss against Team Liquid, they have to really clean up some of the things they want to do in game. Like, why is Blabber defending a fucking base as a Karthus against the comp that Team Liquid had? I don't really know. And 100 Thieves, they dropped the game to Immortals, and 100 Thieves look like on stage they're like afraid of their own fucking shadow or some shit. Like, it's I don't know.
When are we
going to
see Tenacity play? Like, goddamn.
I mean, there's no need to. Somebody's playing just fine on his own.
Yeah, but still, like, I'd expect them to play him like against weaker teams. So, like, didn't they play against CLG or?
Right. So that's just my thing with the 100 Thieves right now, guys. Because 100 Thieves I just personally feel like they have not been playing.
Why did he finally get it, Matthew?
Because I just don't think that 100 Thieves has actually looked that great overall. Yeah, they have 3 wins. Some of them were like really convincing. They actually beat EG pretty convincingly, but I don't know, just feel like they're scared to do anything on stage.
Yeah, there's no front runner in LCS right now.
Well, until we see more games, because right now we're still only on week 2. So
yeah, I mean, I would say just by default Team Liquid, just because, but they shouldn't be though.
Have you heard about Core JJ's green card? Yeah, when they get Core JJ, oh my goodness, they're gonna look so good.
Yeah, but actually. So has he gotten it, or are they having more troubles with it? Okay, he has his green card. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, good.
I mean, hell yeah, fucking, I'll take starting him over. Who was it again?
Shenny.
No. Was it Shenny I was thinking of?
Oh, which team?
Well, no, I forgot which team I was thinking of. Yeah, I think it was like Immortals or something. Yeah, or TSM. But yeah, I'll take him start in there.
Yeah, because that Team Liquid support they have right now, Ayla, he's actually pretty solid overall. Now, to be fair, he might only look good just because he's around really good players right now. But
he was good in Academy.
So I think personally he could honestly play on any other LCS org, honestly, who wants to make an upgrade.
I mean, I still think Isles is better. Again, I think you hated on Isles too. Like,
he's not good.
He's
not good.
He's not great. What is LCS material over others?
In the garbage? In the trash?
Come on.
No,
he isn't that bad. What are you talking about?
Man, those thresh engages look like engages I would do. You want me on the stage playing?
Come on. the amount of mistakes Elia made, and you're going to hate on Isles this much?
Dude, I'm telling you, man, some players only look good when you have better players around them, man. You go to other teams and start looking like shit.
Elia's made a fucking handful of mistakes in his LCS games, and he has these players he's playing with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Isles just look like crap, just because.
No, Isles against EG and Team Liquid. Sorry, against EG and 100 Thieves, yes, but the other games was good.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if he was playing as good as you said, they wouldn't sub him out. They'd keep him because that wouldn't make any sense.
Well, no, because he isn't better than Winsome, and I'm not saying he's great. He isn't. I'm just saying like he can fit over like 3 or 4 other players, honestly, right now.
So let's bring up some of the games to talk about this week. TSM
just
versus
Golden
CO.
Glue all those years. I wasn't saying Golden Glue was great. I'm just saying he could. With every year, there are like 3 or 4 players I could say, yeah, Golden Glue's better than that.
Give me a sec. EG 100 Thieves. Yeah, there's only 3 really awesome games from this week. Every other game was just essentially just a clown fiesta. So we have TSM versus Golden Guardians. We'll talk about that. EG versus 100 Thieves. And we have Team Liquid taking on Cloud9 for the match of the week. So over 2 match of the week games, actually. Because it really does feel like for 100 Thieves, that closer is a lot of what they're engaged is. Like, if the closer doesn't really get them to really do anything, they kind of just don't really want to actually be proactive early on. You know, who he on set support kind of cost them a game against Immortals too, but he fixed it the next day. So we'll see how that works. So this is the game that Sean
I had to bring that up. Their fucking draft, Matthew.
Give me a sec right here.
Because
what
game are you bringing up first?
TSM versus Golden Guardians. Match of the week right here.
Yeah, this is match of the week. Not for the level of play, but just for the back and forthness and to see what team goes up and what team falls. We got our answer right here. I told you.
Hey, Lost taking on TSM, his old team. Lost going like, yeah, I made the better decision. Lost is like, yeah, they got rid of me, and I went to the better Golden Guardians. But
I mean, not wrong.
Here's what I'll say
Sounds
about
like
this
they
game.
purposely made him to carry this game just to shit on TSM.
I really don't know what was going through these teams' heads when this game went further and further and further.
How
Like-
do you lose that with Huni down there? When you have it's literally a 4-on-3, 5-on-4 for TSM. You have a Roman top laner and you lose that.
Wait, I forgot they actually lost this because dude, when I got off work, the game was already halfway into the other point where they're like both teams are just fucking throwing as hard as they could.
Again, this was just terrible. Why would you put Huni on Lulu? What can he possibly do on Lulu this game?
He couldn't play Renekton very well, actually. So
Well, he can't play anything very well, but still, what Lulu just was trash against this comp GG had.
So this is the thing. So Golden Guardians draft Zed jungle, and I'm like, why? But it makes sense because you have every target on TSM.
Great pick.
That actually makes sense
do you mean?
because on TSM you have so many targets that could actually really, really get hurt by the Zed.
Yes,
ultimate.
and it's Pride Stalker's best champ by far. TSM should have fucking banned it. They didn't respect it.
Right? So when I got off work, this is kind of where I was at during the game. Golden Guardians just throwing as hard as they could. Golden Guardians had a lead, threw it. TSM brought it back, threw it. Golden Guardians had a lead, throw it. There was like random multiple Barons taken, random Dragons taken. Like Kiadu just like flying in there, just dying instantly. Like, what the fuck? Shanique's like, I'll just die too. Hell yeah, let's just give it all up. Hell yeah.
Back and forth, baby. Again, ban Zed and fucking Leona, and they can't do anything.
Tactical getting all the resources on Jinx, and he's just like, you know what, I'll just not win either. Like, I don't really understand why TSM opted into Tactical picking him up. He wasn't even that great on TL. He played like 2 good splits on TL.
I don't get it. Because
I don't know
again,
why they opted into him.
Because their main focus wasn't
Good job,
trying to
Ole.
win, they said.
Good job, dude. There you go, man.
Because
Just giving up
The
the game.
pool for ADCs was lacking with what was left, and they were just and they thought, okay, Tactical was bad, but with his certain type of play style, with an aggressive support like Shenhe, and where you just like kind of leave Tactical to do whatever while making sure he doesn't in his ass off, then maybe in that environment he'll actually work well and play.
But they had that with Core JJ though. They had that with Core JJ. It didn't work.
Yeah, well,
so why would that work on TSM with worse players?
Because again, what could they choose from? Because nobody wants to go to the shitty peasant org anymore, and they're
yeah. Because I remember a lot. No, I remember a lot of people telling me that, dude. And I was starting to go like, they had that on Team Liquid, and he wasn't that good on that. That was the exact same thing he had on Team Liquid, and now he has worse players essentially. Now, but to be fair, Tactical has not been playing that good anyway. So if you give him this amount of resources, like what the hell? Like, if you can't win with your Jinx that far ahead, Huni's on Lulu top. It's like, what happened this game? Did Golden Guardians win this game, or did we lose our time watching this game?
Yeah, again, I think
Good
this
job,
is going to
Ole.
be the. I think this is the end of the road for Tactical after this year.
After this year, there's no way he gets another org. There's no
He
way.
He should have got an org fucking this off season. He played so fucking terrible.
He played so bad last year. Like, he played really bad last year.
And yet Value retired, but the Tactical gets a spot. Nice.
Like, I just don't get it. Like, Tactical, he's had, for the past 2 years, he was on Team Liquid. He played good in 2 of the splits. Like, and good, like, it's just better because the other pull in ADC for NA is bad. Yeah, like, watching Huni ult was horrible this game. Watching Tactical throw his Jinx lead. This late of the game,
I mean,
if you can't win on
surprisingly,
Jinx,
though,
you fucking suck.
He wasn't good like at Worlds last year, but his other two wait, actually, sorry, what was it again? Actually no, it was last year. Okay, so but no, yeah, while he's only played good for like 1 or 2 LCS splits, so he actually surprisingly did well at both times he was at Worlds
in my opinion. Like, he actually did pretty well. So maybe they thought of that. Like, okay, we can fix him.
I didn't think he was good at this year's Worlds at all. Last year's Worlds, I thought he was not that good. 2020,
I thought he was
solid
good. Like,
overall.
he wasn't inting his ass off. He did, pumped out that damage. Like, he did his job. He
randomly just
he wasn't a standout. Yeah, but he didn't at Worlds this year or the other Worlds. He just did it in LCS. So maybe they thought, okay, we can fix him.
And then right here, Blaze Olive is like, good job, Blaze Olive. Good job, man. You got it, dude. There you go. Get that shut down. There you go, Speaker. Just teams just throwing it back and forth and back and forth. Licorice in the
but
base.
why is that Cam there? Why are we seeing a Blaze Olive who's dead drinking some water when Licorice is in the base? Fix your fucking cams, LCS.
My
this
god!
This is what I want to see. Let's see. Yeah. What is he saying to his teammates? Yeah. Keep pushing, bro. Or it's like, how much water did he drink in that one sip? I think four drops more the last time. Shit.
Like, I don't even understand. Lucky, so Licorice tries to do a backdoor. He gets killed by
watch. Now we see a Blaze Olive calling him a fucking idiot for dying there. Yes, that's what we want to see. Thank you, LCS production.
Like, I was telling people, Ole, like, Golden Guardians would get early game leads. But this thing, though, a lot of people were memeing on Golden Guardians a lot. It's not just that. They did this on other games, too. They'll get early game leads. They don't know how to transition between early game leads. And just start throwing it. All games delve into this.
They're the new Dignitas. They haven't even been playing that bad. It's just they keep throwing. Honestly, they're the new Dignitas, actually.
This game is a poor man's IG versus KT base race.
Oh, yes. Yes, where KT just dies before base racing.
Golden Guardians got like all the Barons this game. TSM got like, I guess, one of the dragons. They try to take Elder while also Licorice was threatening to base race. Like, yes. What was this? This was probably the match. This was match of the LCS for the whole year.
Again, is Shenhe
good job, Ole? Good job.
Again, is Shenhe really the issue here?
Good job, Licorice. Man, you guys are quality gameplay, Golden Guardians. Good job. Holy shit.
And also, God, I'm sorry, like, a Blaze Olive in lane, okay, sure, he's good, but, like, outside of lane, I'm sorry, this guy, like, does nothing. I mean, again, he's, like, better than other fucking Academy mid laners like Palafox, but, like, God. And he just dies so often before team fights.
A Blaze Olive is better than Palafox, but that's not saying a whole lot.
Yeah, and he was better than Insanity, I would say, and he was better than oh God, what is Insanity even up to? I don't even think he has an Academy spot right now. Fuck. God, before the season started last year, he was like he like dropped to like Masters or something, or Diamond.
So you had this one play right there where who went back? One of them went back. They ended up getting killed by Licorice. Licorice actually having a pretty good game on Graves in this game, despite all this clown fiesta shit that was going on.
The only problem with Licorice is he's like the good version of Huni, where he needs shitloads of jungle presence to carry a game. But if you unlike shitty Huni though. Then, but I just want to, could you rewind that, like, 20 seconds, 25 seconds?
Yeah.
I just had to, like, mention, guys, this is like this is like a 3, they had, like, a 5-on-3 here, TSM, and, like, a 3-on-2 here in the red team's base. Just a reminder, TSM has, fucking Elder Dragon on them. How the fuck did they look? Look at him, he's fucking laughing. Yeah, thank you. We wanted to see that instead of Licorice cans while backdooring. Thank you, LCS.
So, right here, okay, when TSM won this fight, I was like, okay, they have to win. The Jinx is just too strong.
Yeah, but why are you leaving Keanu to try to solo? What are you doing? Fucking help!
Oh my God.
I saw that clip of I Will Dominate freaking out when they were leaving Keanu there, the Elder.
This was just one of the most exciting LCS games I've watched in a very long time. This was just so back and forth, bad.
This is match of the week.
This is match of the week.
Yeah, match of the week. Yes.
Holy shit.
So right here, Kiedu goes back. He tries to stop Licorice. Somehow,
How did
some
they
way,
lose this fight in the red team base? They have Elder. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Oh my! Tactical wasted his ult. Did you see that? He ulted. He hit no one. He didn't hit. He wasted. He got nothing actually. Then they're hitting. Okay,
what
so
are they doing here?
They're hitting the turrets. Very fine. They're hitting the turrets, and then they get. Oh lord! Fuck.
Kill them first, or all of you. Why would you teleport?
Why did
your
Tactical
fucking
waste his
Lulu?
Tactical wasted his ult? They had a
Yes.
Lulu with Jinx. Okay, so
Yes,
hold on.
why would you teleport Lulu? Teleport Tactical. What are you doing?
So right here, okay, right here, they're winning this team fight. Okay, they're kiting them out, which is fine. Look at those rockets. Why would he rocket right there?
Yep. Okay, guys. We need to send somebody back to base. He's about the back door. He just killed Kiadu. Who do we send? Yeah, Hooney, you want to do it? Oh, sure. I got this under control, guys. Yeah, here comes
the Lulu.
Yeah, the Techo wand. Here we go. Oh, how did that not work? What the fuck? I think this guy's hacking.
Jesus Christ. Tactical blowing all of his fucking Jinx rockets on nothing and just losing. That was one of the most clown fiesta shittiest games I've ever watched in my life. But it was exciting.
Yeah, see, that game was so bad, I forgot that Licorice's hair was so ugly, man.
Oh my goodness. Damn, I sure hope big man Reggie goes easy on the voice tonight.
Pentakill, Bud Light Ace, baby.
Legit battle of the clowns, and they never disappoints. Have you been watching EU? It's not like...
Yep, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
holy
fuck off.
shit.
EU has been just as much of a clown fiesta with a lot of their teams, and they played worse at Worlds last year, so shut the fuck up. But all of us are clowns, alright? The East is better, alright? Get over it. Stop acting like EU is any different, alright? Your region hasn't done shit. The only thing they ever done was a single fluke MSI win because they faced Team Liquid in the finals instead of IG because IG got cocky. Like, shut up. And also Team T1 choked that against fucking G2 as well.
Lies. Cap. TSM
Yes.
already in their world's form. About to go 0-6. Holy shit. So basically, TSM can't even win when their opponents is practically spoon-feeding them the victory. Things sure couldn't look any brighter for this team.
Look at that. I watched LCS for the crisp decision-making and clean macro. Oh, look, Lost is given chance to his old team. What a good teammate.
Oh my god. I was a die-hard TSM fan for almost 10 years, and now I'm rooting against them every single game. I don't know why, but I can't stand them anymore. Free SM.
What happened was you were 10 years old at the time, and now you grew up, and your brain is fully developed now, so welcome aboard.
Crisp decision-making. No Bjergsen, no TSM. Also, can I make the bold prediction that TSM is going to go 0-18 this split? Because 0-6 at Worlds was funny, but imagine if it ends 0-18.
Yeah, again, when they had Bjergsen, like, no matter how bad TSM's team actually was, whenever they had Bjergsen as both a coach and a player, there was just this effect with him that it just always elevated the team from being better than they were. But without him now, they are kind of fucked.
My day is complete when I see TSM lose. TSM without Bjergsen is a mess. But I agree with this guy. They were already a mess when Bjergsen was with them. Bjerg simply managed to delay the inevitable collapse for as long as possible. Like, seriously, the moment Bjerg joined TSM in 2014 pretty much foreshadowed that this team would fall apart should he stop playing for them. And yeah, Bjergsen and Doublelift. If you take out Doublelift and Bjergsen, this was going to happen in general. Like, who do they really have? Spica and Hooney? Hooney wasn't like that great last year. Hooney was okay. He was okay.
Oh yeah, this was a fun watch, Teo. Definitely. This was a fun watch. And especially when TSM loses, it's always fun.
Good.
Bob, did this buddy really just say the loss is probably the worst ADC I've ever seen in the same game where Tactical is Intin?
How TSM not consider banning Zed for Pride? For real?
Exactly.
Bans in NA is just brain dead meta banning without even considering player champion.
Exactly. Why didn't they ban it? They didn't respect it.
NA macro is just wild.
They should have banned Leona as well.
Wukong pentakill.
When Ole is off of Leona, he's not the same.
Hooney backed XD.
Not that it would matter. It ain't Clown Fiesta at its finest. I believe my games implied seem more quality than what I've witnessed here.
Yeah. Wukong Pentakill. Comment.
Holy, what did I just watch? Jinx didn't get a stopwatch or GA the whole game, and Pride Stalker let her run free. And TSM somehow still lost. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, so after this abomination of a fucking game, we have the match of the week, 2 of them that we talked about. Team Liquid taking on Cloud9.
When TSM
really close,
releases the
actually.
whole roster, I'm just gonna say Bud Light Ace.
So right here, this was one of the games that we had talked about. 2 of the
this is LS's first L of the season. All right. So listen, I've been talking. Pause this because I'm gonna rant a little bit quickly.
Yeah, almost
right.
done.
So listen. Fudge did play obviously bad in lane this game. Yes, he should have won.
This man's gonna make 20 excuses for this dude. Watch this make 30 excuses for this man.
I agree because Fudge's lane in as a mid laner right now is poor. But some idiot after the last game, which we'll get to again or not against Immortals that they won, one of the casters was like, "Oh, you can't talk much when you can only play enchanters." I'm like, okay, are you fucking high to think that he can only play enchanters? And then some idiot on Twitter was like, he can. Have you seen his laning against Aurelia this game? And I'm just like, yes, his laning is dog shit. That doesn't have to do with him not playing the champ, though. That's just his dog shit laning. Okay, but anyway, so his laning was shit, yes. But even if he had a good laning phase and even if he had a good early game phase, how can Fudge get behind the Team Liquid comp? I'm sorry. Like, I don't think it was a good fucking pick. All right,
it was just a bad pick in general. I'd rather him just play something like Victor or Syndra or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't know why they chose Aurelia.
How was he supposed to get it through fucking Team Liquid's comp with Aurelia here this game? And Jhin, I like the Jhin against Team Liquid's comp. I don't like it with the rest of Cloud9's comp. All right, again, they should have just
they lost the 2v2 way. They lost the 2v2 already anyway when Hunter got the kill onto Winsome. So guys, this was actually a really close game. This was actually Cloud9. They actually had a good chance to win this game. I don't know, Blabber being on Karthus, I was like, okay, I don't really like this, but
because Malice has been playing it in Academy and owning everyone with it, so they picked up some notes there.
There's one part of the game where Team Liquid win the team fight, and Cloud9 answer back with some of the kills in the team fight. It was just back and forth and back and forth. And this is what you want out of Team Liquid versus Cloud9. This is what you want. Like plays like this. There you go. That's how you get them. Now, Bippo has actually been a really good performer for Team Liquid this year so far.
Yeah, it's been. I don't think he's been as great as you're saying, no. But I mean, again, everybody overrates fucking dumbass Whippo, so nothing new.
He's good looking. You gotta overrate good looking.
God, shut up. God, most overrated League of Legends, like Western player in history. God damn.
Hey man, he made World Finals. Does that count for something?
It was shut up. Yeah, on the easiest bracket side in history. Yeah, and Brock's a fucking Lee Sin one trick made it. God damn it.
Oh my god. What a great
and again, the Jhin pick again. Like with the rest of Cloud9 comp, it wasn't a good pick. They should have picked something like Ezreal, like they did the game after this one, I think.
Yeah, Fudge played really bad. So this is what I'll say, guys. The reason why they don't give him champions like that is he really just honestly doesn't play them very well. So they have to give him subpar mid laners. It's just what it is. Either he gets better at playing early game.
Well, he's still getting better. Yes, they'll give him more champs like this once he gets better. But again, though, it's not that he can't play them. It's that his fucking early games is with his lane and shit is dog shit right now.
Also, I didn't really like the Aatrox. Though I thought the game was really close, I think they needed a different top lane champion.
Yeah, if they had, again, Malphite as well, like the last Immortals game would have worked better, in my opinion.
Because Summit was going in for plays that a lot of them just couldn't follow up with. Like right there, like what are you doing? Like I don't think Summit's bad, but plays like that.
Yeah,
like,
but again, how was Summit supposed to get into that, and how was Fudge supposed to get into that?
Why did he go back over? No, he shouldn't have went back over. He shouldn't have went back over. They already had lost the fight. They lost Dragon. They were already all chunked out. Just leave.
Yep. Again, this is LS's first L of the season. This draft was not good. The other 3 drafts were fucking better than good. They were awesome, but this draft right here. Sorry, LS, this was not good. Honestly, maybe a Renekton would have been better picked than fucking
right there. He got so close to dying right there, but he edged it out against Corki. That's the thing is Team Liquid would win a team fight. Cloud9's taking an objective. Whipple is like, you know what? Maybe I'll just bring fat ass in here.
Yep,
This is
and
the
then
part we win.
here's the second thing I'm gonna say. So the one thing about why Cloud9 lost this game was draft diff with those 2 picks mainly, or 3. The second thing, all right, and the one thing that I've not liked about Cloud9 in their 4 games so far is Blabber trying to force fights after they get Baron when it's not good. And if
Yeah.
you watch the comms today against the Immortals game, Blabber after they got the Baron was like, "Hey, we can fight," and Winston was like, "No, no, no, no," and Blabber's just like, "Yes, yes, yes," and then he just like goes in and fucking dies. Remember that on fucking on Xin Zhao, that last game against Immortals, and he had like a 1 HP, and he was still fucking walking in. It's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, like that's the thing is, I think the Cloud9, see, unlike TSM's LPL, LDL fucking experiment, Cloud9's experiment with these LCK players is going pretty decently well. Like
I just
overall,
don't like some of the things they're forcing. Like, why did they force this one? I don't get it.
Like this right here, this was really close of a team fight. This is when Hansama got the trade kill back onto Berserker right here.
Why did they force it? God, they're so lucky they got that kill.
Like this was close.
Stupid.
Like this was honestly a close game. Now this is a quality game from 2 top tier teams.
Again, if
right
they had Malphite there, would have been GG.
I just
there.
Don't agree with the Summit pick. I don't agree with the Karthus pick. I don't agree with the Aurelia pick either. Like the top side between Aatrox, Karthus, and Aurelia.
Oh no, Whippo played really good. I'm not saying he didn't, Matthew. I'm just saying people. Well, he's been definitely great. People, and I just think overrating him again.
Hansama actually saved him. So right here, this team fight right here is where Team Liquid come back. So right here, they don't actually touch.
Again,
Hansama.
why did they force this team fight? They shouldn't.
They didn't actually do anything. Summit dies right there. They don't actually kill Jinx at all. They didn't even go on to her.
Again,
this was
not a good team fight to try to force.
That cast,
why are they still stepping
that
in?
Cast right there, if you get right there what Bubo did, that cast was so beautiful to knock Berserker back. Because if he didn't do that, Berserker just right there. He casts, knocks him back with the chompers. He dies right there. God damn, man.
This was just a bad fucking force again. Stop forcing.
Only for the fact that even with this bad of a draft, Cloud9 still almost made this as close as possible.
Yes, that's what painful about the draft being bad and them forcing fights after getting Baron. Again, why did they force this? This is not a one fight you want to try to force. They're so lucky there.
Why is Blabber right there? That was bad. This is bad positioning. He's gonna die right there. That's just bad positioning. Should not have your Karthus right there. That's just not what you do.
Yep.
And then right here is when they take this turret, and then Blabber is just defending the turret. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, but yeah, Hansama played super good. He played amazing this game. Berserker played amazing too this game. It's just he couldn't do shit with this comp in this ADC pick. But either way, yeah, Hansama played amazing, and Bubo played fucking great this game. Bjergsen, Santorin, Ilya didn't even play that good.
And right here, so you have Blabber who died. So they chose to put Blabber right there. Why would he do that? Why are you even at some point even in front? Just give the turret up. You can't defend that with a Karthus. They'll just instantly one-shot you. I just don't get it. It literally 2 autos killed him. Not even abilities, 2 autos killed him right there. So Team Liquid ended up taking out Cloud9 in one of the match of the weeks. Close game, actually. Bad draft from Cloud9. They still made it look close. Yeah. And we have our other match of the week. Evil Geniuses taking on 100 Thieves right here. This was not as good as Team Liquid versus Cloud9, but still was decent, entertaining. Someday getting his Trinomir pick. Actually, Someday played really well this game. A lot of people have wanted Tenacity to play, but I'm like, Someday's not played bad at all. There's no reason to play him.
Well, I want Tenacity to just get some LCS skins when they play against the shit teams like CLG. That's all. I'm not saying he should play over him. Like, honestly, both of them have issues, but Tenacity's lane in is still shit, and he still dies a lot, so...
That's just my thing. So, like, Evil Geniuses, there's some games where you're like, yeah, this could be a good team. Then there's some games where it's like, Jojo Pion is... Like, he got an early kill this game with a Kali, did essentially nothing with it.
Yeah, this was a bad game. He was given the opportunity to carry, and he didn't do anything.
Good job, Jojo. Good job. There you go.
Good job. You got Huhi. Nice, buddy. Yeah, this was bad by Jojo. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this one.
This was really great by Someday. Someday and Closer played great this game. Abadage still doesn't look like he's in form from last year. I don't know what's going on. he looks kind of underwhelming so far. FBI and Huhi seem like they're having some decent communication
It's
issues.
been underwhelming since like the second half of summer MSK.
Well, it's because he's white. That's why. That's
Told you, it was literally like the best mid laner in the league by far in the first half of summer, and then the second half Worlds End. Now he just like something's been off with him, and then it's like Closer took over the powers he had because he's the one that's now been doing amazing.
That's the thing. If you give 100 Thieves an early game lead with an early game comp, they're gonna win. That's their best thing. That's the best way they know how to play the game. Somebody played so well this game.
Please nerf Tryndamere. Fuck.
Tryndamere is so broken right now. Holy motherfuck. Jeez. And look,
like,
and
seriously,
right
there
here,
are so many games I've been seeing in LCK and LPO where the
good job,
teams
Jojo
are just
Pion.
winning. Yes, where the teams are winning solely based on Tryndamere.
Like Danny and Vulcan's laning phase is very suspect. Like it could be a whole lot better than what they're providing right now. Like, look, he's so far ahead, it doesn't even matter. He could just take 2 turrets by himself and then solo the laner. That's how busted Tryndamere is right now. But overall, 100 Thieves played
I really don't
well
understand
this game.
why people were saying that Vulcan's laning phase was super good when Cloud9 first picked him up from CG. I really didn't understand it.
Then right there, you had Inspired getting caught. Right, no, Impact got caught. Actually, Impact on Graves wasn't even the best. I was like, oh, this guy on Graves. Oh, no. Nope. But some days, like, I'll just go and kill the ADC, and I'll just get out. And then I'll just heal myself. Then Inspired, you can just die too. Good job, Inspired. Good job, man. There you go, dude. Get him. That is just depressing right there. Holy shit. But yeah, Evil Geniuses have a lot of this team communication they need to work on. I don't think they're as good as a lot of people have made them out to be. I think they're good with an asterisk there, but there's something that they could definitely clean up overall. There's a lot of the gameplay decision-making that I wasn't really a huge fan of. 100 Thieves winning early game is something that they actually are pretty good at. When they get a lead, they're definitely good at closing games out. They're not like Golden Guardians where if they get a lead, they just fucking, I don't know, turn into a clown fiesta shit. So, yeah, after that, we're going to actually, predict for the LCS 2022 Spring Split Week 3 games and do Match of the Week. And then we are overall done with today, actually. Pretty good show overall. Sorry, the Cloud9 podcast has ended up getting moved to Wednesday because
I forgot. Did we talk about any LPO or LCK games on other ones? Or
oh, shit. We got to get back on doing that, too.
Yeah, because there were like a couple LPO games there were things I wanted to talk about on the next one.
Yep.
But,
yeah, okay. We can do that for the next one. But I want to tell you guys this. I'm sorry that the show probably has to get moved to Wednesday because on Monday, I just realized to myself I'm way too tired after work to really give you guys a really good quality show. I was looking back on the show we did. Like all the shows I've ever did for you guys are quality shows. It was just like I was looking back at how tired I was for Monday. And I can't really give you guys a full quality League of Legends show on Monday right now until my body just gets a whole lot more strength back. The best time I can really do the show was on Wednesday. So I'm gonna have to just put the show to like Wednesday at like 3:30 p.m. PST right now, which is what I'll adjust because on Monday I can't do it. I've tried to force my body to do it, but it just can't. My body just can't do it on Monday anymore, actually. So, yeah, it'll be Wednesday, 3 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. PST, But, yo, you guys will still get your show. It's just going to be on Wednesday instead of Monday. But if you guys are watching right now, I do content on my main YouTube channel all the time. We really only do the Cloud9 podcast here or if there's news that come up. So like a news video would be like what I did for Excel. So you get like news videos and you would get like content like this. Actually, that's the reason why I make these podcasts long is because I don't really do a lot of content over here as much as I used to do. So when you guys get these, I want to make sure you guys get some really nice quality stuff because I don't get a chance to do content over here too much. So you guys can actually have a really good time when you're here. But yeah, the Cloud9 podcast, if you're watching right now live, it is moving to Wednesday at like 3 p.m. or 3:30 PST, actually. So I think that's the best time you guys can get your show, which is the best time that I can give you guys the best quality League of Legends show that you guys are watching. But if you guys could subscribe to my main YouTube channel, it's in the link in the description box below. I have to fix up the description box below when it comes to this channel too. But yeah, I'm way more active on my main YouTube channel because, you know, it's definitely something that I've been working on for a very, very long time. And yeah, let me go over some of the LCS games actually. And yeah, let's do our predictions. It's match of the week, baby. Let's go. Match of the week. Let's do this shit. All right, match of the week for the LCS 2022 Spring Split Week 3, actually. All right, I go with 100 Thieves, Immortals. Match of the week right there. TL versus Evil Geniuses. I'm going with Team Liquid, FlyQuest, Cloud9, Evil Geniuses, 100 Thieves, Cloud9, Golden Guardians, and Team Liquid.
Okay. Let's see. GG. GG. TSM. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen, but TSM because Immortals. Fuck.
I want TSM to start 0-6. That's my goal.
I want them to go 0-18, but I have to be realistic with my predictions. And also because, you know, when I want TSM to lose most of the time, it ends disappointingly, you know. But GG TSM. Let's go with. I'm gonna say. Okay, I'll just go Team Liquid, but I feel like EG could make a surprise, like, but just barely, and just come back. Let's go Dig and Cloud9, and then EG. Let's go Fly, Cloud9. Let's say GG and yeah, Team Liquid.
Who's more likely to start 0-6, CLG or TSM?
CLG, because TSM is facing Immortals.
True. Now, this is the one matchup that everybody looks forward to for LCS. TSM versus Cloud9, one of the oldest rivalries in the history of the LCS. Yeah. Right now, this is not a rivalry between these two teams. Cloud9's going to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, it's the good org versus the peasant org, yes. Just like how it's always been since 2013, yes.
It just sucks that this is one of the most hyped up matchups for LCS every single year when they face off against each other. But this year, right now, at this current moment in time, this is not a rivalry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm not too hyped for the TL EG game because, well, it could be competitive and EG could upset and be above 500 again. Just with their younger players, I feel like Team Liquid will just slowly snowball it.
You don't think there's any match of the week this week? Actually,
no, I just think Team Liquid will slowly snowball.
The only match of the week, the only potential match of the week right here for LCS is if you go just off name recognition from rivalry of past.
I'm gonna say FlyQuest versus Dib because they are both 3-1, and you know, like, which one is there are two teams. What? Okay, MSK, this match of the week isn't always based off of the best teams or the biggest orgs here.
I mean, Golden Guardians versus 100 Thieves.
They're both 3-1. They're both Golden Guardians, and they're both two teams that shouldn't be here. The big surprises. Now they face each other for the. Now they face each other for the first time. Which one will go ahead of the other?
What about
exciting?
What about Golden Guardians versus 100 Thieves? That might be a banger, actually.
Yeah, it could actually be, but I'm gonna go FlyQuest versus Dig just because that's actually the most.
So these are the two match of the weeks right here, right? Team Liquid versus EG and Fly versus Dig. There's no way this is match of the week right now. There's no way.
Team Liquid versus EG should be a match of the week, but I just feel like Team Liquid is just gonna be a boring game of, and like EG could, but like I feel like Team Liquid's just gonna slowly snowball it. Jojo Pion isn't gonna do anything, and then. For the next week, I feel
honestly, FlyQuest and Dig have looked good. Like this, yeah. I'll say these are the only two games that should be the match of the week for LCS. Because guys, I love C9 versus TSM rivalry, but this is not a rivalry right now. Cloud's going to beat the shit out of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, do we have to pick a match for the second day? Because honestly, none of these games.
No. It does not have to just be between both days. Just a match of either day matters.
Okay, because the second day, honestly, none of these games are matches of the week.
Dude, but you have Team Liquid versus CLG, 2 orgs that have won titles, and
so fuck off. But okay, I'm just gonna say this: GG versus 100 Thieves, Team Liquid versus EG, FlyQuest versus Dig. Those are the matches of the week. If you want me to only do 2, then I'm gonna get rid of
You don't have
Team
to
Liquid versus EG.
Team TL versus CLG, baby. That's going to be a banger, man. I'm telling you, dude.
Fuck.
I'm telling you, man. Team Liquid versus
100
CLG.
Thieves needs to win this split because, there can't be just one org with one title. That would be uneven.
Hey, C9 versus 100 Thieves in the finals. That'd be exciting right now. But I think Team Liquid could make if Team Liquid actually can play Core JJ this week, they're probably going to be insane. I just couldn't imagine a world where EG even comes close to beating them. So yeah, guys, those are the match of the weeks for us. Team Liquid taking on Evil Geniuses and FlyQuest taking on Dignitas. A lot of people don't like to talk about these little smaller guys, but I like to give them some of the shine every once in a while, actually. This day, you got nothing here. I mean, hey, FlyQuest versus 100 Thieves, that could be pretty exciting. That could be pretty exciting, actually. Could be. But yeah, that's pretty much it overall. I'll try to make sure I get you guys more of these Cloud9 podcasts whenever I can. I'm gonna actually try and get you guys some of the times we could talk about like LCK and LPL. I'm gonna try and invite on Alorm or Triple. I don't know how their schedules are right now, personally.
Again, you need to ask him, hey, why is this fucking noob playing over you in LCS right now?
I'm not trying to get this man in trouble. Actually.
Yeah, well, it's the truth. Come on, Triple was way better than Palafox last
Triple
year.
was, he was. I felt so bad. Like, I messaged him too. I was like, hey man, I'm proud.
It's like they finally got the roster figure right off the roster swaps, and then they're like, okay, now we're adding Jose Dioto back in. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then they're like, and then we're adding Palafox and Johnson back. And I'm just like, okay, what the fuck? You just had it figured out, and now you fucking okay.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, guys, I just want to make sure you guys know that actually we have the Cloud9 podcast moving to Wednesday 3 or 3:30 p.m. PST. This is the final episode for Cloud9 podcast season 2. Next week starts season 3, and we've had a pretty good run for 2 seasons so far. We got to add a new main cast member. Sean's not really doing it anymore. Sean, we got to get a new Canadian in here, actually. Who am I gonna hire? We had Warren. No. He went and got another job. I was paying Warren some flat out good money.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna probably. I mean, I might be in like a year busy. Like, I'll still do, just not as often.
So I gotta like find some other people actually. So I gotta start shopping around.
Like I'll still be like doing it and active enough. Just active like I'd say like Chaz or
this girl's hot.
Fuck. Fuck's sake. No, just like on like the level of like Chaz or who am I thinking of again? Who was that guy?
There was only a few black guys we talked to.
Okay.
I don't keep a lot of those guys around.
Yeah, but just Chaz, like not like as active as Warren once was.
Oh, what's this thing? Actually, yeah, I gotta talk to Warren and see how he's doing for his new job. Actually. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just say if LeBron punched him in the face yet.
Yeah, Matthew, if you ever wanted to join, like I'll eventually, like, I try to always make sure I shop for new people generally, because nothing's ever guaranteed for a very long time. You have to eventually just get new people. It's how it works. But yeah, the show would still run consistently. I just probably ask my friend if he'd do it with me.
I mean, I'm always in contact with the people. I mean, if I'm not in contact with them anymore, it's their doing, not mine.
What's the thing? Like, if you ever had something else you had to do, but you couldn't do it as consistently, I just asked my friend, like, hey, the other guy I was doing it with, kind of has to do a lot of things now. Can you help me out temporarily until I find someone else?
I hate people who are like fucking people comment like, why isn't this guy on there? It's like, it's life. They're busy with stuff, and it's like it's not like they won't return. It's like, there's people who are like, then go to university for like 4 years, but then they come back to the same community and are doing the stuff again. Like, it's not like they're gone forever if they leave for a certain period of time.
Yeah, like I told you this too. Like, I think I told you in DMs too. If you had a chance to like do stuff better for your life for a little bit and you weren't on for a while, that's fine. That's why I told you this. Like, I told my friend, could you just help me out if one of my other partners leaves for a bit, just for temporarily? It's not gonna be permanent, but the show must go on whether you guys are here
Yeah,
or not.
because I'm not a huge fan of the job I have right now.
Good God,
And
this man's
I yeah, no, I don't have a job at like the at the Texas Chainsaw Farm.
I thought
no.
I thought that was your job actually.
No,
Fuck.
sorry. But no, either.
Apparently, I Am Germ got blocked by TSM Dunk.
Okay, well, you did. Okay, well, this is just that meme where it just says two retards fighting. That two retards fighting each other. That's basically this.
Dude had me blocked before for no reason, then apologized and followed me. We had a couple of nice exchanges, and I was nothing but nice to him. Random unfollow and won't interact with me ever again. He shits on media, and I respond, and it's a block. Nicer. Okay.
Yeah, well, random, sort of like what you did to Warren, yeah. But yeah, no, Dunk is actually like a fucking. This guy needs to be put in an asylum, Dunk. And this is I Am Germ saying this, but I actually agree with him. It's bad when you're saying this about I Am Germ, but no, yeah, Dunk can like go jump off the nearest bridge.
Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ, Sean is crazy.
Well, what? But anyway, wait, hold on. Remember, TSM coach and staff was really
What happened?
assisty.
Hold on, give me a second.
Go up. I want to read the full thing.
Let me play the audio. Give me a sec.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me play the full audio here.
What was the reasoning for it?
Let's see.
Note to talk about some news, a quick news hit. So earlier today, TSM announced that Shenyi would be heading towards Academy. I hope I pronounced that correct. And Yursan will be playing in LCS. Obviously, a lot of people notice that. It sounds like there are additional shakeups that are happening within the organization because my sources have told me that there's been a member of the LCS coaching staff that was dismissed from the organization this week. And additionally, the LCS team was said to not be scrimming this morning and early afternoon. So no information on why they weren't scrimming or what the details are there.
Hey,
well, 4 losses and they're already like this because like, oh no, we're gonna miss playoffs so forth. Now let me guess, it's was Peter Zane still working for them?
What the? They are imploding with 4 losses? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly. This is TSM. Yep, this is original. Yeah, if Peter Zane was still working for them, like as an assistant coach, and yeah, it would probably be him. Because he's just like dog shit or something. Nothing much.
Hold on.
At TSM. So I guess we'll see how things go over the course of this weekend. But it only took a couple weeks, I guess, for them to be making some changes.
They lost 4 games and they're already like, know what? Throw in the towel. Let's just change everything. Like, holy shit. Fuck.
Yeah, okay. So Peter, it still says on the wiki that
wait, hold on. Give me one sec. What did Mark say about them?
Something like a coach gets fired. Like, these things happen. I'm not saying that this is what TSM should do, but I'm saying like these are the things that make it happen. We were on a really bad loss streak. We benched Zekent and we brought in Bunny Fufu and our season turned around. Something
has to happen, but it's like it's 4 losses though. At least play it to week 3 and see how it's gonna happen. It's play it to at least week 3. Jerem says, LMAO, what in the fuck is going on? Seriously, every comment I have made about this organization over the past couple of months is aging pretty damn well. It's sad to see. Can't wait to hear what is next. They will never become COG though. Yeah, a lot of people said TSM was going to become the next COG after they lost Bjergsen.
No, but anyway.
I mean, if they're finishing bottom of the standings 4 splits in a row, that's starting to tell. Yeah, like, dude, it's not that. It's 4 losses in a row. Like, fuck, it's LCS. They're acting like it's LPL where they can't win some games.
Build between tactical. Build between tactical. Build around him. I mean, it's like
build around tactical. That already sounds like some sus shit.
Spica's gonna like go to probably. If I had to take a guess, you would probably go to Team Liquid, but
and before the whole facility literally burns to the
ground.
Okay, so here's something to know about TSM, guys. Lena, who was the president for TSM for quite a bit of time, left. Parth left. Bjergsen left. Doublelift already had left. A lot of the familiar faces already left. The only person that was really familiar from the outside perspective was just Spica and Huni from last year. Like, you guys got to factor this in. Bjergsen has been with these guys for more than almost 10 years. Oh, about 10 years, right? Why would we just randomly leave? I think you have to really try to understand what goes on. Now, I'm not saying the sky should be falling after 4 losses, but I'm not surprised.
Christ. Like, like fucking hell, 4 losses, Floto up. Like, fuck.
They said a member of the TSM coaching staff was released this week. Who? Who did they have?
Peter Zane isn't a part of the coaching staff, but he's head of player development, so I don't know. Oh, is there a list to pull up older coaches though right now?
I did have it. I can't find it right now.
Because it's Chowie, and then that's all I know right now. And I know their academy coach, but like I'm trying to find like a list on TSM coaches LOL 2022. Let's see if
this guy said right here, if Bjergsen was going to really leave regardless, I think TSM would have ended up in a similar situation either way. Bjergsen was the catalyst for TSM's success, and there isn't really anyone who can fill that gap for them. People joined TSM mainly for the chance to play with him. That's the thing. Like, Bjergsen was the only person holding TSM together for so long.
No, if Bjergsen wasn't on TSM, their org would like disband in like fucking 2016.
Holy shit. Right after that,
because I got a tweet, so I'm
to
looking
scare
at
a TSM fan.
Oh yes, but that's gonna happen. But anyway,
oh no, I would never trade Spica for Santorin. Not right now, the way he's playing.
No. I'm saying Spica will leave.
Oh, Spica will leave. Yeah, after this year, Spica's gone.
Anyway, oh yes, but anyway, so head coach Chowie, yeah, Peter Zane, head of player development. So Kayyys, LCS,
I remember that guy.
Strategic coach plus head scout. I mean, head of data science and analysts is Haitam, or whatever you fucking pronounce his name. It's like Haitham. And then Gunas Lowell, yeah, that guy, academy coach. So yeah, I'm probably he's not really a coach. He's head of player development. But if I had to pick, like, yeah, Peter Zane is fucking trash. So I'd probably say he's gone, maybe. But LCS strategic coach might be gone. Yeah, him. I'm
not surprised. Like 0-4, and they're already burning it to the ground. They're 2 weeks in. We're 2 weeks in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Now, see, this is what Astralis should have done, not TSM.
We're 2 weeks in, guys. We're going to be on week 3 just starting this week for the LCS. We'll be on week 3 this week, and they're already going like, fuck it. We're done. We're done. Here, I'm going to change the podcast title to TSM is on fire in a bad way. That's what the title has to be. All right, guys, but I actually have to head out. I really got to get some of this content done for my main YouTube channel, but I got to go to the store really quick because I'm fucking starving actually right now. But I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, he's going to get some milk and doesn't come back. Yeah.
I'll see you guys later. But yes, the Cloud9 podcast will now be on Wednesdays, 3 or 3:30 p.m. PST. I just can't do it Monday anymore right now with how my body feels after Monday's so hard right now.
Oh, yeah, and this stream was only supposed to be like an hour and a half because we have other shit to do, but fuck, the time flies. Holy shit.
Yeah, because it's like, I know I don't give you guys a lot of content here anymore like I used to, so when I try to make these shows, I try to make them at least enjoyable and long as I can because you guys don't really get us too much anymore. But if you guys subscribe to my main YouTube channel, I'm there. You guys can see us 90% of the time over there anyway, so, you know.
I mean, I think Spica, like, come on, Spica would get signed to, like, one of those bad OPL teams.
You can play on FlyQuest.
Well, no, but Spica would, like, come on, Spica's still great.
For, like, TT. That's what he played
yeah,
for.
like, come on, have you seen some of these, like, the bottom 6 or 8 OPL teams? Like, you could definitely get on one of those.
Hey, if fucking... Shadow can be on LGD. Then
Shadow isn't that bad. He's like the best part of LGD right now.
That is, oh good
yeah,
lord.
It's like him and Breathless are the best parts. The other 3 suck.
Ugh. And all right, guys.
But what do you want that? Well, no, that's where players like Southwind and fucking and Puff go to die.
I was like, damn, Puff and Southwind are on TT. I'm like, when if an LPL org signs Puff and Southwind, I don't take them seriously. They're fucking garbage.
Yeah, well, they're the best part of that fucking team. That's the
That
thing.
is fucking sad. If you sign Puff and Southwind as an LPL org, I don't take you seriously.
So what is their team? Puff, Southwind, and they have that. Don't they have that like PCS mid laner as well? What was
They
his
had
name?
one. They had a guy from the jungle. I remember.
They have some familiar players, but these familiar players aren't good in
Yeah,
general.
well, they had that guy who like they have that PCS mid laner, don't they? What was his name again? He was popular in PCS, but he's just done nothing in LPL though.
Namlam
What was-
Slopdown? Is that his name?
No, it was someone like Maple or something. It wasn't Maple, but it was like someone like that. Let me look it up. Southwind. I'm just gonna look up.
This guy said
Southwind.
Parth's scouting was a success. Finally destroying TSM from the inside.
Oh hell yes.
Like, factor this in. Parth
Oh no, it was
leaving is
Yukao
super
they had.
suspect.
Yukao and Captain. Okay, well who had that one mid laner? Fuck.
Like, this is the thing is like Parth leaving. If that's not a huge surprise to anyone, I don't know what is, because he's been there for all these people that have been with TSM for so long are finally leaving. Like, what the hell? Like, that has to be a red flag for the organization. If that's not a red flag, you are out of your mind.
Oh, it's a red
Like-
flag, all right. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was. Oh, that's who was. Yeah, it was him. Okay, Maple and Betty. Yeah, playing on anyone's legend, and then Fofo for Billy.
All right, guys, that's it. I will see you guys later. See you guys next week on Wednesday. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your week. Watch the games. Have some fun. I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't got a chance to watch any LCK games yet. I've been so busy, but I will get to it. I'll watch some LCK games. Just
Yeah, I
use
mean,
the
I
time.
haven't got.
I still watch LPL.
Yeah.
I'm still watching LPL, so you know.
Yeah, I've been watching LCK. I haven't had much time for LPL before, but I have
so
been getting
weird.
back into it.
I've had no time for LCK, but I have time for LPL. You have no time for LPL, but you have time for
Yeah,
LCK.
well, that Anivia
Jeez.
fucking challenge, I just watched the highlights. That's so easy to get into it quickly because it shows the whole game in just like
right,
6
guys.
minutes with each one.
See you
so,
later. Subscribe to my main YouTube channel if you are on here. Link is in the description box below.
Yes, do
and
that.
and also make sure you guys like the stream if you're watching this on a replay and comment
Don't
down
do that.
below.
Dislike it.
Just dislike it. I hate this man. See you guys later. Goodbye. Have a great night. Have a great weekend and peace. And TSM is on fire. I'm
Fuck
changing the
off.
title. I'm changing the title. TSM is legitimately on fire in a
Yes.
bad way.